Hello and good evening, everybody. Oh, I think my camera moved. The cat, man, the cat is everywhere, meowing and doing a lot of bad stuff. It is what it is. How's the weather? We're still cooking, Lancer. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I do also notice Rambling Man. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I thank you so much, by the way, for the prime. Also, thank you so much, Old Triangle, for the prime. Much appreciated, sir. Good evening. I did see also Pelicanav. Yes, a bit surprised about the team matchup we have today. Well, it looks like the new teams that are starting up and also the old teams that are in the Civ6 squadrons, they definitely want to get a little bit more playtime, especially on this new meta, to understand, to know, of course, the beta BBG. And that's one of the things I actually wanted to see in the game also, right? We want to see exactly how everything is starting to change the meta and how everything is going to work in the next part of the I would say in the part after the CWC, when we're gonna have this beta actually going into the main one. I do also want to say hello there to Papas. Good evening, sir, and welcome on YouTube. Thank you so much, Montezuma. Good evening, sir. Much appreciated for the like on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Also, Eddie Coffin, hello there, sir, and good evening. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good evening. Thank you so much for picking up that first promotion. Yes, it is. It is night over here this time around. Yes, in the last period, we got a little bit used to a bit too much light. Let's actually see how it's gonna go tonight. Board Onion, also good evening, sir, and welcome. As you can see, they are going through the pick and ban phase. I did want to display it up on the screen here so you can see how they're going through the pick and bans. I do also notice right now we're down to 2 map choices. We do have 3 maps, and of course 2 of them will be chosen to not participate in this game. We got Rich Highlands, Lakes, and Pangea standard ridges available for them. I hope everything is good on the screen. It should be fine on the screen. We do have them, of course, ticking down the clock over here for this option. We do have here a little bit of a timer, 16 seconds, 15 seconds to go, and we're gonna find the answer. Idoki, yes, they are playing on the beta. This is the beta 5.9. This is beta. Should I put it in the title? Maybe actually, let me actually put it up in the title here. Beta gameplay. Woo! Yeah. Wait, should I put it? Wait, that sounds a little bit misleading. Maybe I should put BBG beta gameplay. That sounds a little bit more correct, doesn't it? Right? I think so. So it will be Pangea standard ridges. Yes, we're gonna have those mountains spawning on the continent splits, and we're gonna see what kind of choke points those mountains will create. I do also see there's going through the normal 7 bands arranged like we do have in the while we did have actually in the CPL Premier League last season, because now in the 3.5 we actually have 4 and 3. Right now they're gonna need to pick up 4 bands on each side, and we're gonna need to see what kind of tone of the game will be set on the Pangea standard ridges. There are quite a few options to actually go for, multiple strategies on land, and of course in the tundra. Yes, in the tundra, I said it can be done. Let's actually see if they're gonna go for war, if they're gonna go for sim, or if they're gonna go for culture. We do have them taking out goal now, since they need to take out quite a few civilizations. On the Pangea standard ridges map, I'm pretty sure they're gonna take out the simmers. And also, since it is a new version of BBG, I'm also quite certain we won't have the same bands that we've seen in the last version, in the 5.8 that we're playing right now in the Civilization 6 communities. We're gonna have definitely new meta over here showing up. Sundiata Keita gonna be taken out on the right side. We do have still Cercle de Colon Disparus needing to pick up a civilization here. I do want to also mention Le Senat is gonna go against 2 teams tonight. Yes, there's still gonna be 4 versus 4, although we do have 2 teams joining their forces over there, coupling together so they can take out the Senat. Let's actually see if Cercle de Colon Disparus and Le poliorcètes, Le Esperluettes poliorcètes, I believe it's the name. Yes, it is Le Esperluettes. I did it. Golfer band, yeah, they took it out. I was under the impression it was a live release of the new patch. This is, well, it's not really, it depends on what you call live. It is live on Steam, but there are 2 different modes right now, right? It's the BBG beta and the normal BBG. Tokugawa, let's go. You think they're gonna ban Tokugawa? It might be. Also would have been nice to see something else, but I guess it's better to eliminate the variables with this. Yes. Most of the time, yes, Pangea standard ridges is one of the most played maps in the normal 4v4s and in FFAs. Now, I think we do have quite a few lakes or highlands or other Pangeas being chosen, although I still believe standard ridges is quite played. I don't have the statistics at hand, but I'm pretty sure if we go and dig a little deeper, we're gonna find that out. We do have Theodora being taken out by Le Cercle de Colon Disparus and Les Esperluettes poliorcètes, while I do also notice the other India has been, well, one of the Indias has been taken out. That's gonna be Chandragupta, not gonna be allowed in. Wait, they're not banning Gandhi yet? Okay, I mean, wait, did Gandhi actually start to get in? Did he start to get in the games? Scrims are more fun to watch, you never know. Exactly, like, it's amazing. Also, Blaze Cat Games, good evening, sir, and welcome. A nice scream we do. Which is more likely, double India ban or a double Persia ban? I think it's much more likely right now with double India. At the moment, what I have sensed in the communities is that they are trying out all of the other combinations except Magnus right now to see exactly how everything is matching up, and of course in what kind of situation you should use which. I'm pretty sure it does take quite a bit of time to sift through this meta, because yes, we do have very experienced players in the communities playing these civilizations, and what one experienced player will do might not be replicated by somebody else in with the same civilization, with the same circumstances. Now it's going to take some time to actually see how things will evolve, which kind of governors are going to be most picked. I would be very glad to actually see multiple choices available for them from the beginning of the game, multiple routes of development for their civilizations. We do have Suleiman being taken out, Kanuni, and also Hungary being taken out on the left side. There's one more Civ to be taken down there, while on the right side it looks like Sumeria and another pick that we don't know yet. 17 seconds to know. The double Mali ban, Gandhi, is nerfed. I know he got it, but that's the question, right? Is he actually getting in the game, or is he getting in the ban? Is he still getting in the bans or not? Nobody's doing anything with him. Honestly, that's my impression of Civ6 once I watched Civ5. So the fact that BBG does it even more makes me a little dubious. Wait. Well, Gandhi is okay. I'm not sure. Can you expand a little bit, Pelikana, for this phrase? I'm not sure exactly to what were you referring here. I need to see Uzetian versus Catherine Baraquin. Yes. The battle of the agents. Let's go. Okay, so Mongolia, Genghis Khan, it's still a threat. It looks like it's gonna take a ban here from Le Senat. We do have 2 more bans, and then the tone of the game by the 2 teams. Well, let's see if what is it? The Circle of Lost Settlers, I believe. Cercle de Colon Disparus should be that. The Circle of Lost Settlers. Ooh, that's one interesting name. And what is that? Les poliorcètes Esperluettes. Does anybody know? Esperluettes poliorcètes. What does it mean? What does Esperluette does mean? I don't know what this mean. Oh, it's an end. It's actually an end. Lol. Give me the last Esperluette. Let me put it up on the screen here, right next to this. Esperluette. What is this? Can I have a picture? Like it's the et. This is it. It's the et. Okay. And poliorcète. What does it mean? Gandhi Civ5 was so completely over the top that even coming into the base Civ6 and seeing Gandhi's abilities made me think, they powered him down. That will be nice to play against the Gandhi AI. Yes, until it actually reaches the end game and then he starts nuking everybody. Pew, 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 pew. Let's actually see what the situation is here. We do have Zulu being taken out by Cercle de Colon Disparus, while on the right side we're going to need to see what Senat is going to be taken out. It seems like Macedon again is still being taken out here. Didn't it lose that extra policy or something, like the slot? I believe there were quite a few nerfs also on Macedon, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually take a quick peek here, because I'm pretty sure we can quickly do a search if we click on this server, and then we do click on whoa, beta builds over here, and then I click Macedon, and whoa, lo and behold, we got a message. Let's see, what do we have here? Wait, I said Macedon. Why are you taking me to something else? Macedon's 20% when conquering a city should no longer trigger when somebody else takes a city. Okay, that's a bug fix. Okay, did it actually suffer anything on its main? I don't actually see any choice. Anything changed here? Okay, no choice, no choice. Are the devs in India? I don't know. I have no idea actually where the devs are and what they're doing. Give me a second. Okay, so Rome is going to be the tone of the game for today, taken by the two teams on the left side, and that is basically a very flexible civilization. Most of the time, it does tend to actually rise to the top, especially if played correctly. We do need to see if this is going to be one of those games when Rome can shine, or one of those games when Rome actually needs to go triple encampment set up against his opponent. Idoki also Trajan got nerfed too. I heard, yeah, I did remember something about this. Let me actually put it up on the screen here. Trajan. Well, not this. Rome. Ooh, this is from 2023. What? Wow. Well, are you sure it got nerfed? Because it. Let me actually take it one by one. Then maybe we don't actually have something on the thing. Did they make a change that did not appear here or something? I don't see the change. The nerf was that region gets the monument later, but that was okay. I mean, so yeah, okay, they're doing that again. Okay, because it was done before. I believe it was not at early. You said earlier foreign trade, not at foreign trade, but at code of laws, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's gonna be quite a change. Where is it? And why don't I see it over here? Kick W. Not all the changes are here, or they're like banked up somewhere. Kick. Anyway. Oh, I see it. Free building delay to foreign trade. Got it. Finally, I see it. Good evening, Bex. Bom dia, senor. Now, also, when does it get monument now? At early, at foreign trade. Sorry, foreign trade. Let's see. Okay, so on the right side, looks like it's gonna be war. We got Senat not messing around, boys. They're actually gonna pick up Scythia and Mapuche. Ooh, okay, beautiful. Let's actually see how the two teams are gonna respond to this. They do have Rome. Yes, he does have some legions. Definitely, the power spike is not gonna be the same as before. And those two nations, they do have each of them a +5 against opponent civilizations in different terms, right? Scythia does get it at, against the wounded civilizations, and then we do have Mapuche against the civilizations that are in a golden age or heroic age. Now, Cercle de Colon Disparus and Esperluettes poliorcètes do need to make a decision right now. What are they gonna do? It's gonna be Montezuma. Okay, I mean, that's you know, that's more like a brick per brick kind of bonus over here on Montezuma. You actually need to work those amenities to get the bonuses. You don't just get it out of nowhere. Also, there are any strong defensive civilizations to counter that kind of offense? I'm pretty sure you can actually find quite a few strong civilizations here to withstand that power. Like I was thinking immediately, Nader Shah, Philip II, I believe also would be an interesting choice here. Cyrus, always good to actually defend against somebody. What do we have? Tokugawa, no. Basil II, no. I wouldn't actually go there. Japan also interesting to actually play with this. Do you just go equal aggro? That's a good question, Royce Nova. Good evening, sir. And we're going to need to see if they're actually going to go full aggro here. It definitely looks like Senat is out for blood. Like, you don't pick Scythia and Mapuche just to stand around. You're going to want to do something with those units, right? Vietnam, also, Shazak is making a good point. Vietnam is not banned, and Vietnam could be picked to make a very good defense here. It looks like they're going to take out shot at the goal here. They're actually going to take out Cleopatra Egyptian. There we go. Totally forgot to do this. Vietnam is still free. Yeah, they're not doing it. Also, let me go later body myself with the district discounts. That's also true. I don't understand why the normal age points for drama of war isn't to take out a unit. That would be more logical. It might be, but Rafifi, bonsoir monsieur, first of all. Second of all, just send that message on BBG. They might actually do it. I mean, you know, if it's logical, if it is the truth, the powerful truth, the one and only, it might actually go through. It has a chance. Let's see, what do we have here? On the right side, looks like Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen, has been taken down with only one band remaining. It will be Gran Colombia, not be allowed in. That would also be actually a very good civilization to handle the power of Scythia and Mapuche both. And there still is Teddy Rough Rider in the game, Tamar. We do have her with quite a few bonuses over there. I'm pretty sure they can find civilizations that can handle this aggression. The thing is, it is Pangea standard ridges. You might have or you might not have those continent splits separating you from your opponents. And, well, the mountains don't always work in your favor. You might actually get into a cage fight. We've seen it multiple times, right? They got into a cage fight over there in a corner of the map. There was no way out, no way to go other than through their opponents. Good Mali, already banned. 3P good evening, sir, and welcome. Ban Mali. Ban Mali. Woo! And then we'll finish with the Persia again. Movember Zinga, though. I'm actually curious if it's gonna get a bit more played, or Mobande actually, for that matter. I would actually really like to see the Congos back in. Oh man, those Engao Mubebas are awesome. I don't know why people don't like the pineapples. Why do everybody chat over here? Do you like pineapple? Do you not like pineapple? Really? One will finish with the... Okay, let me actually take a quick peek over here, because I did see I have a notification. Okay, it's fine. On the right side, let's actually take a look how the final tone is going to be set with Spain. That's going to be taken out by Cercle de Colon Disparus. Looks like Inca is going to make it in the game over here. Ooh. We got some new stuff to take a look at. We did talk about it a few days ago, right? We actually talked about Inca, Pacachuti, and how things are gonna fare. We were, you know, exploring the possibilities of actually picking Inca. Let's see how it actually will be in the game. Pacachute! Yeah, we got Pacachute! Kingshi Unifar also would be an interesting idea if they're gonna go for it. We've seen it being tried, and also unbelievable gameplay in the previous one, like the 5.8. My god, what happened over there on the map? How JJJ stood up to 3 of his opponents, almost even 4. I'm pretty sure there was a fourth unit somewhere over there doing mischief, or a spy trying to steal some gold or something, right? Gandhi is still here. Well, it looks like they're gonna go for what chat said. Vietnam is gonna be picked up for the extra defense, and of course that culture power spike. While on the right side, whoa, wait a second. Why do they not finish their draft? Why do they not finish their draft? They should have finished their draft, right? Oh, they picked... Okay, they're gonna pick Cyrus. They're gonna pick Cyrus. I think that's what they said over here. They're gonna pick Cyrus, Persia. You said it's gonna end up with Persia. It will end up with a Persia. It's gonna be Cyrus coming in with the +3 against opponents' units. He does get the culture from his traders. Let's actually see how things are gonna evolve here. Also, I think I need to put my chats in order. Wow. There's a very bad helicopter outside, making a lot of bad noise. Man, you gotta do some maintenance on that. Like, really, that doesn't sound good, man. Anyway, Lord Zath, hello there, sir, and welcome. Gunning here is still a problem. Well, it looks like it's not gonna be picked. Japan, though, it is gonna be picked. We do have them on Le Senat. Now it is the moment they will actually need to pick up those civilizations. And, well, I'm gonna actually need to fix also the 0MS so we don't cause any problems in the game. Just give me a second so I can put up everything here. I also want to do a shout out for Lord Zath, by the way. If you guys didn't know about Lord Zath, he is quite a well-known streamer for World of Warships, if I'm not mistaken, in the clan versus clan kind of battles. And he has recently actually started off doing some Civilization 6 streams with his friends. I tried to guide them as much as possible to actually handle the mods and tell them what happened and so on and so forth in the previous games, how to fix some issues and so on. Of course, I know it is quite a bit of a road. I know. This is like, you know, let's call it like this: the stepping stones to greatness, right? Have you seen? Does anybody here not know Ace Ventura? Does anybody here not know Ace Ventura? I'm pretty sure you have seen the scene with the Buddhist, right? This is exactly it. Achieve greatness. You first need to go through all of the troubles, you know, troubleshooting your hardware, updating all of your drivers, trying to actually see if there's gonna be any ping issues, fixing the mods, knowing exactly why the mods are not getting finished, knowing the folder that you need to delete them from, and so on and so forth, right? Earthquake test, exactly. There we go. Earthquake test, Lord. That's exactly. Do not go in there. Yeah. Let's actually see how things are faring over here. I think I need to close the screen. There we go. I do need to put also the map over here. Pangea SR. There we go. He's good, but with my help, he can be the best. Oh, line after line. Oh yeah. My favorite one is still the one that with the Jeep. The one with the Jeep when he was like, you know, and his head was coming out the street over there, and he was like driving with the Jeep, but the Jeep wasn't moving. Only he was moving. And then, you know, the scene just starts to unravel all of the land around him, and it was a flat. Oh my god. Anyway, remap vote. Yes, let's actually put it up. Do they have? I'm not even sure if they have remap votes, but I think so. So I'm gonna put it up anyway. Start the prediction for who will win how many remaps. 0, 1, 2. Submission period for 10 minutes. We're loading it to the first map here, and we're gonna need to see how things are going. Oh, hello there, sir. Good morning, Goober Dragon. Also, thank you so much for the suggestion, Rafifi. Totally forgot about that. Okay, so on the left side we do have the Senate. On the right side we got C and P. Let's actually put them up on the screen here so everybody's gonna know exactly who's are they gonna vote for. Let's see, the Senate on the left side. Okay, man, this sounds like, especially in these times, this sounds anyway. C and P. Okay, the Senate versus something. Okay, chat is telling me let's go left. We're gonna need to go left. Ybanca is playing tonight. Usually we actually have him as a viewer over here on the stream or on Legion's stream. I'm pretty sure he's actually on quite a few streams. Now we're gonna get to see him in the game. Let's see. Le Senate, Japan. Where is Japan? Do we have him anywhere here? No. Do we have him anywhere here? Oh, yes, we do. Ybanca is going to be on the right side of the coast. It looks like he's going to have turtles in the capital in the second ring. And he does have access to some of those whales in the third ring. I'm pretty sure he's going to put another city there towards the north and try to improve those. Since we don't actually have any other coastal nation, it is going to be quite possible that he's going to go for God of the Sea, which, to be honest, not that bad, but still getting that 40% towards district would be quite nice for Japan for those harbors. We do have him with the possibility to actually go for commercials if he wants to. I doubt it, but it might happen. Ybanca is gonna have a decent amount of territory to expand into, and of course with Rome next to him, he's gonna need to, well, fend off for his life here. And we do need to see how Ybanca is gonna get to out-sim everybody. I did ask him if he's ready for both teams, and he answered extremely short. I'm ready for a 1 versus 9. Oh, anything can happen. Yeah, Beasley, anything can happen today. This is odd. I don't know any of these players, but to the left. Let's make Hojo handle Rome nicely. Yes, well, let's actually see how Ybanca is going to play tonight. We do have him benefiting from ship tunnel right now. He only has a single 2-2. That's going to be quite expensive for them to keep putting the gold on Japan here to buy out all of these tiles. Next up, we do need to see where Lotaro is. Ooh, Lotaro is in between all of them. All of them. So I see Vietnam, I see Pirtit. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Does anybody know how to pronounce this? I don't know. Anyway, Tenochtitlan is going to be here getting those eagle warriors, and since he's going to be next to Mapuche, there is always a possibility for some wild horses to just show up in the Aztec lands and, well, feast on their cities. On the right side, we do have also Ji.bou, which is going to be between two nations right now, since Mapuche is on his western side. I do want to also take a look at the continent split. Looks like he's going to have an easy settle towards the north, and ooh, that's kind of bad, actually. That's kind of bad. I mean, not very good. Okay, let's not go as bad. It's not that low, but it's a little bit higher. Not this high, but like, you know, a little bit higher over here. He's gonna have a decent amount of breathtaking appeal for those Shema moves. That's gonna be quite a bit of extra culture that he's gonna get from these tiles. Also, the map is split into pairs. Yes, it's pronounced Ngulu. I think I was stuck. Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Eclitian, also good evening, sir. Escalidum, Pirtit. Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Thanks for streaming as always. With much pleasure, sir. Is there a BBG beta change rundown vote? Yes, sir. You can actually have it. You can find it on my YouTube, I believe. Let me actually go and take that link for you and drop it in chat over here. I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. But there was. So I did this. Raiders, let's see. 1 second. I did this for the 590B, and now we're at the C. The C doesn't really have that many changes. Like we have like maybe 6 other changes. No, 3 changes. The trade route for Mali doesn't get gold for a number of desert tiles in the origin city. Rome, Trajan, the free building, the monument will be delayed until foreign trade, and then the Philip. Combat strength against civilizations with a different religion is reduced to +3 from the +5. And also there were a few bug fixes, and I'm pretty sure the text needs to be updated. It's actually, have you tried this out? It's a bit confusing that not all of the text is actually updated, so the players are kind of, you know, shooting in the dark right now with quite a few of their choices. They don't see exactly the explanations for every bonus. Yeah, true. A beta command would be interesting actually. Royce Nova also, he has really good jokes to stop Vietnam and Monty. Yes, I think he's actually gonna be on the offense here. Like Landdel will probably want to be like a wrecking ball and try to hit all of the nations around them. Let's go and take a look at Marvin. Marvin here reminds me of Home Alone. Wasn't that guy from Home Alone called Marvin? Whoa. You know that guy with the hat that got in the basement? I pretend nothing has changed when I play now. I see. This is Scythia. Yes, this is Scythia. Yes. We didn't get to Marvin. That is correct. This is Marvin. Cusco. Thank you. I was going on that trick with Home Alone because I'm pretty sure that guy was named Marvin. This is Patrick. Okay. Let me see. Home Alone cast, I think. Hattie, Marv Marchants. That was the guy. Marv Marchants. I was remembering something with Marv. Anyway, we do have Cusco getting his scouts out. He's gonna have quite a few mountains on the right side, and I do notice he's gonna have the freshwater from the rivers. Not a lot of plains hills next to rivers and next to mountains, although he's gonna have a few of them for those terraces. We do have him with a decent amount of territory to settle, and one good thing here, he's not gonna be bothered by anybody behind these city states like Muscat or Kumasi. This is probably going to be his border the later stage of the game. Let's take a look at Scythia this time around, because I mean Inca is just going to sim, right? There's not much worrying doing that. Pebbleton is going to have access. No, he's actually gonna be denied access to Vietnam, and I do notice he's gonna have Persia on the west side. This is kind of a cage fight, right? If he's actually gonna start expanding towards the northwest, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to do, this is kind of a cage fight. They're gonna get he's gonna get in the ring with Gogol, and of course we're gonna need to smash some fists. We do have Pokrovka with Settler coming up in 5 turns, and yes, I do notice the mountains to the east side are gonna provide him with some extra adjacency towards campuses. We do need to see when and how he's going to want to approach the war against Cyrus. On the other side, Trajan. Let's see. Trajan, okay, he's going to have a 2-3 deer tile. That's a good tile to work at the beginning. He does have his setter coming out in 1, and I do notice he already has quite a few other tiles to work here. Not that big of an issue for him. And whoa, he did actually discover Pamukkale to the south of Japan. I do notice Japan already started to improve that turtle tile, so he can get that. So he can get the gold and the science. Not to mention working on his other tiles. Anyway, to the west side, he's also gonna find out from an early stage about Mapuche. This is turn 8. They only have 2 more turns to decide if they want to keep this map or not. And since I'm pretty sure they have remap tokens, well, we're still gonna need to wait for that moment to see if they pause the game. The Inca star doesn't look great. I wouldn't really say it looks bad either, especially with the mountains on the right side. Yes, he's just gonna hug the mountains basically, and maybe an Etemenanki city. Oh, heresy, heresy. Is Ybanca just the best player in this lobby by a long shot or something? I don't know the skill level of these players. I don't think he's by that much. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's actually see how things are going to evolve, and of course what kind of competition is he going to have. I don't want to speak before I actually see what's going on. I think we saw before Ybanca, Marvin, and I believe Pebbleton. I did play today actually against Ji.bou, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I played a quick 4v4 in the French squadron, and he was there on the other team. Let's take a quick pick on Ouiski. We got Ouiski. I remember Ouiski. Don't you guys remember Ouiski? I'm pretty sure everybody remembers Ouiski. Yeah, don't know these clans. It is via Civ6. Yes, they are the clans from Civ6. Painter Q. Good evening, sir. What is the 3-3 ship tile near Rome? I think Habub sprinkled a little bit of fertility here. Yeah. Yeah, he got it there. And we got a 3-1 tile also. Okay, let me go through the spawns here, because Vietnam. Okay, Vietnam is here. Decent territory, a lot of forest and rainforest for those districts. Defense on the east side, nobody's gonna bother him there. It kind of looks like if he's gonna manage to plug this eastern choke, so Mapuche doesn't get in, he's gonna get a free sim here. Yeah, this kind of looks like a free sim Vietnam. And on Aztec, we do have Aztec with one big continent, doesn't have access to the eastern one. He does have access to the green one on the west side. And I do notice he's gonna have access to 2 amenities here in the southwest, and another gypsum tile to the northwest. That's 3 amenities that he can get from another continent with, can he get it with 1 city or 2 cities? I think it's gonna need 2 cities. Yeah. Anyway, also Persia. Let's see the Persia spawn. Persia gonna have his amber tile here. I do notice he's moving to the east side with a settle. Ooh, not a 2-2 base. Ji.bou said no. Are they gonna follow his lead? I think not. Yeah, I think not, because we got 3 other members saying yes. And this kind of looks like he's gonna go for a remap. Pebbles, good evening, sir. Hello. Was that a misclick? I don't know. I don't know if it is a misclick or not. Is red for a remap or a green for a remap? Red is for no remap. They don't use the remap token. Green is for a remap. They use the remap token. And we only see the colors after the vote has been finished, like either by the timer or by them putting their vote in. Just gonna need a few seconds here so we can get the new map and start talking about their spawns. Click, click. Baxter, good evening, sir. Yes, we do have an Inca in the game. Okay, chat, where are we going? Left again, or are we taking a right turn this time? Who remapped? I stepped away for a second. The CNP remapped on the right side. Yeah. Left again. Okay. Wait, whoa. Eddie Coffin said first. Eddie Coffin said we take a ride this time. Okay, we're taking a ride this time. TV Villager also, bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue. Map has a mouth and an eye. I already said right. Okay, we go right. Gogol. We need to take a look at Gogol. This is Scythia, Pebbleton. What do we have here? No. Oh, this is a wild Aztec in the corner of the map. Is he gonna have target? No. Oh my god, Aztec actually frees him. Okay. Okay, we do have Persia. Gogol is gonna be to the southeast of the map. It looks like he's gonna have some 2-2s and a 1-3 to benefit from, of course, the rice tile to get that extra food. And I do notice he's gonna also have the opportunity to go on the coast. I don't think he's gonna have somebody to trade with here, which is kind of unfortunate. Nor does he actually have, a city state to trade to. So internals it is for him. We do have him to the east side of Vietnam, but not that close for him to trade from an early stage. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see both of them actually getting cities closer together. There is also unbelievable, by the way, Mount Everest here with a lot, like 3 geothermal fissures and also +4, +5 campus here. incredible. The problem is, where's the fresh water? There's no fresh water over here. You do see this? There's no fresh water over here. The question is Persia gonna settle the fissure? And then aqueduct later? Is this what's gonna happen this game? I think so. Let's see how Gogol is gonna want to expand everything here. He does have rivers to the north and to the south, and I do see an interesting Temenanke city if he actually wants to go for the south here. Now we do have also Pirtit. Pirtit is on the left side. We do have Tenochtitlan with an Eagle Warrior coming up in 4 turns. He does have one big continent this time around. He's still gonna have access to the red continent on the right side called Mu. The question is, can he get amenities from it? I see one amenity in the far south, not that big. Northeast, no amenities. No amenities. No amenities. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Continent split, but no amenities. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, we do have quite a few tutus for him to work, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to settle Matotipila to the southwest, where he's gonna get a 3-1-2 cattle tile to work. We do have him also getting immediate faith generation per turn, which is gonna be amazing. That's a free pantheon. You can work the +1 card, no issues. He does have a city state to trade with on the west side. If he wants to get a coastal city, he's probably gonna want to trade there anyway. And looking at his rivers on the right side, he's gonna have a lot of fresh water. All of these dark green tiles are freshwater cities, or I should say placements for cities that he could go for. Moving forward, let's actually see Batriu in the middle of the map. I do notice the big 2-3-1 ivory tile in the north, while he's gonna have a single 2-2 in the capital. This is kind of an expensive spawn, not gonna lie. We do have him in the south with a few rivers, which I'm pretty sure he's at some point gonna settle, but not quickly. I'm thinking this is probably gonna be better land for him to go for than this land over here. Well, anyway, now we do have him with a possible right setter to the right side, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get as many cities here as possible. North, he does have Mapuche, which is gonna cause some issues. Mapuche is an opponent. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a problem. Good morning, Heinig Dave. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Heidi Coffin, hello. Roman Aztec that will be able to trade with each other. Yeah, that's true. I didn't actually catch this. Rome and Aztec are gonna be able to trade with it between them in the Iapetus Ocean. Okay, so let's take a look here on Rome, right? Northwest, we do have Rome to the west side of Scythia. It looks like at least one war is gonna happen tonight. Rome is gonna get a 1-3-1 dice style, and I do notice a few 2-2s around him. We do have the scouts coming up next turn, and yes, I do notice he's gonna pop that hut to the west side. Now I do also see he's gonna get a lot of rivers to settle with freshwater on the right side. Wander to the north, Delicate Arch to get some extra golden faith. Not bad, actually. I would even vote this for the best Delicate Touch that I have ever seen. Did you guys see better? I think you did, but did you guys see better? Come on, let's see it. Yeah, but they need to be. They might be scared of Japan since they don't know where Japan spawned. True. Well, yet. I think I will flip a coin to pick the team I vote for today. Remap number 1 might actually be the winning map. Seemingly 0 islands though. A little weird to see even for a Pangea. Good evening, bonsoir monsieur Andiro. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Let's take a look on Scythia here to the right side of Rome. We do have Pebbleton with another scout coming up in 2 turns. He does have one single 2-2 with pretty sure animal husbandry coming on the way. He's also going to have the Kurgans, quite nice to settle to the left side. These are a lot of pastures for him to benefit from. A lot of pastures to benefit from for those Kurgans. Didn't they tone down the Kurgan a little bit, if I'm not mistaken? Kurgan. Do I see it? I'm pretty sure they did something to the Kurgan. Byzantium, Egypt, Scythia. Kurgan base faith reduced to 1 from 2. Okay, so he's still getting the extra, but it's reduced to 1 from 2. Okay, I mean, you know, makes sense. Thank you so much for Daniel, by the way, much appreciated. Looking at Pokrovka, getting those scouts out is gonna allow him to start exploring the territory, and we're gonna also get that setter coming out in 5 turns. He does have Venice on the west side in the desert, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna figure out Ji.bou is also there on the western side. This is an easy to cover territory with horses, and of course the Osaka horse archers, I'm pretty sure are gonna be an option for them to actually go against each other here. Let's see Pakachuti. The man made out of chocolate. We got Cusco here getting a settler out in 2 turns. He's gonna have an instant settle to the northeast. This is a lot more plains. These are a lot more plains hills. A lot more plains hills. Still unfortunate he needs to actually chop a few of them. You know, it is what it is. Although I do notice he's also gonna need to chop some rainforest, and this is not gonna be cool. He's gonna need to actually get bronze for this. Who doesn't wanna do that? Pretty interesting second settle on the west side, and next to that coffee tile, and of course the cocoa. We do have him with so many mountains around him, and also to the south, Cyrus is gonna be behind mountains. I'm pretty sure this is gonna well, force Marvin to actually get a defense here. And we do need to see on the west side, he does also have a few one-tile chokes that he can pass through, so he can take a look at Vietnam. Now they're actually taking a look at each other. They met each other here. They are seeing where they might need to go so they can actually see cities. Looking at Lotaro, we do have him to the north of Vietnam, and of course with a possible 2 versus 1, Vietnam Ouiski is gonna need to take care of his north and the western side. He does have on the west side, oh my god, actually he's in between 3 of them. I just noticed how close Japan is to Vietnam. They are so close to each other here. Wow, okay. I mean, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Anyway, taking a look at Mapuche, we do have him also with a much better appeal this time around for those Shimamuls, while he's gonna get also quite a few mountains to give him the adjacency towards campuses. I do see an easy +4 in the capital with quite a few horse tiles for him to benefit from. Nice city to the south that's gonna be directly in the front of Vietnam here. Beautiful photo settle, I would say, that can be done. Now we do need to see where is he gonna go for in Landdel. I do see him going for, I think he's well, he's gonna want to get those campuses down as soon as possible. Looking at Hojo, let's see. Ybanca, we do have a settler in 1 turn, and yes, he's gonna get his fish on the west side soon improved, while he's now working them for the extra food. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see him needing to get a few units here to escort those settlers, while the units of Vietnam are coming through the fog of war. You do see them appearing next to the capital city of Japan here and causing some problems. There's definitely some friction going on there. Now we do need to see also if he's gonna choose to go towards the north and take that jade settle, or he's gonna want to prefer and how to say, going to the south for the other jade settle that is gonna be on the river for the fresh water. When he has fresh water in the capital, this is another possible settle that he could go for fresh water and of course put out that harbor. Although usually you still kind of want as much adjacency on your harbors as possible, especially for the shipyards later on. And the question is, will they get to shipyards? Because this is close. I mean, look how close they are. I'm not even sure they're gonna want this map. Not should want this map, right, with Japan. This is quite a nice samurai timing. Samurais against Voichians. Bonsoir, Monsieur Belisarius. Hello there, sir. I do know when. Yes, I do know when it's gonna be played. It's 1800 GMT. It's up on the website here on Friday. Senat will remap for sure. TV Villageois is making a point here. Well, they're thinking about it. They're letting us actually write the last few seconds here of the vote. 5 more seconds, and we're gonna see what they're gonna do. And with much pleasure, sir. I think they put their big pants on, and I think Ybanca said, you know what? I told all of them, I'm gonna do a 1 versus 9. I don't need no resources. I don't need no help. Let's actually go for this. Muscat is gonna die. Yeah, it looks like we do have quite a few units over there next to it, with Mapuche hitting it, Japan hitting it, Scythia hitting it. Everybody wants a piece of Muscat. Literally only Vietnam was like, please, a new map. Yes. No fresh water or good inland settle. Well, okay. we're gonna take it another time from the right to the left, right? We started off with Cyrus. We're gonna need to take the whole civilization line again to see what are they doing right now, what kind of moves they're doing, what kind of threats they have, and of course how they're dealing with those threats. It might be another one player, it else 3 players game, it might be Pebbleton. So let's actually see if Vietnam over here is gonna manage to do just that. We do have to take a look at Gogol. Gogol is on the right side. We do have Gogol-sama here with another setter coming up in 6 turns, and it's a big decision for Gogol. Is he going south for that juicy, beautiful Temenanki, big lady of the reeds and marshes, try to get that extra science from the farms and of course the beauty of those trade routes, or go towards the north, start off with commercials and build more traders? He's going south, boys. He's going south. I think we know what he's gonna wanna do. Yeah, I'm more thinking Japan doing it, or okay, or maybe he loses first settler to scouts. Vietnam going to 11 to 3 people. I think looks pretty good. Looks pretty good in 3. When the priest also good evening, sir. Ulzi mafioso. This is the map. This is the map. Second map. This is the map. And let's put it up on the screen here. 1 remap token has been chosen. Let's finish the prediction and also come back to this. There we go. What did you say there, Baxter, by the way? I didn't get to see. I just see like message retracted. Okay. Well done by Senat for the series take kill on turn 13. Yes, especially on Japan here. Ybanca just got quite a bit of a boost. We do have Mapuche and Ybanca actually trying to stop this Ouiski settler. And oh my god, he's gonna get to shift enter. No, Ybanca, you have wrong shift enter, sir. That's okay. There we go. That's now it's a good shift enter. Is he gonna shift enter? Is shift? Oh no, Vietnam just got in first, man. He just got in first. Anyway, we do have Vietnam about to settle. That's not gonna be stopped anymore. And even if Landdel is gonna come out with another scout, there just isn't enough damage from those cats to actually scratch that. YouTube deleted it. What? What? How did you? Why did YouTube delete it? Kick W, man. Oh my god. Censorship. Well done by Senat. Yes. Edit coffin. Phew. He did it. He got out of the situation. Let's actually see what do we have here on Marvin. Actually, sorry, on Gogol, right? Gogol. We do have him with that iron in the second ring in the north. I do notice horses are also going to be second ring, and there's definitely a potential here for a city on the right styles towards the northeast. And well, as you notice, there is going to be a question. Yeah, there we go. He's settling in place. Did manage to get Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, and it looks like a Temenanki is going to be the way. He's going for currency right now. Well, did not put down a Temenanki. Whoa. Okay. Well, let's actually see if he's gonna do it or not. He's going for the monument. No more Temenanki? No more Temenanki lovers? Or are we actually just waiting for something to happen here? What do you guys think? Chat, what do you guys think? Where a monkey? Grassland floodplains? Yeah, man, the lack of production is quite a problem. Anyway, I'm gonna come back to that when you guys responded. Pirtit on Montezuma, he's on the left side. He has Chempoala already settled, and I do notice he's gonna get another 3-2-2 to work other than his city center. We do have him getting those monuments out, and Tenochtitlan is gonna start improving some of his styles. Did go for the rice. He wants the food. You can't really blame the man for wanting more food, right? We do have him with a setter coming up in 2 turns, and he also has a beauty Temenanki city to the northeast. Look at that. I'm pretty sure this is better than what Persia has, right? This is better. Good evening, Vis Electra. Hello there, sir, and welcome. I think he was on currency. Yeah, he was on currency. Yeah. He was going currency. In Tenochtitlan, we do have iron and horses in the south, and both of them are second ring. We do see that builder is starting to cross the river, and looks like he might actually want to get the horses quickly. There will be a need for a lot of horses here for Ouiski. He's gonna need to deliver somehow. We do have Rome also to take a look at, being in a corner. Looks like Ji.bou, he's gonna have to handle Scythia all game long. Settler coming out in one turn. He's going for the double campus opening here. Kume did settle on something with faith. That's a die style. He got an extra amenity immediately, while he's gonna get a city with fresh water from the lake in the Iapetus Ocean, so he can trade later on with Aztec. It does look like in the capital, his iron tile is gonna be second ring, so will be his horses. And while we do definitely see there are quite a few possibilities for him to go and settle, I want to see if he knows about this. Yes, he does know about this, so yeah. And we might actually see that settler just go northeast. There we go. Now, moving forward, let's take a look at Tomeris on the right side of Rome. He's getting some builders out to start improving those pastures. He already has his third settler on the southern river, which kind of begs the question, where does he want to settle there? This is like one of the worst settles I've ever seen. Where tutus, bro? There are no tutus. I don't know, man. Free Sim Monty? Yeah, it looks like he's kind of Free Sim Monty. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys see? Maybe you guys see what I don't see over here. Where's the food and where's the production in the city? Come on, man. Pebbleton, come on, man. You need those too, man. You need them. Oh, well. Anyway, now let's take a look here. Horses quite cheap in the capital, already got them there. I do see in Naples he's gonna get this in the second ring, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna put a kurgan over here in between that in between all of those pashas. We do have him with quite a few kurgans actually. One that he gets hit by two of these pashas, another one, and another one. So many of these that are gonna be hit by at least two of those pashas. Wait for coal and uranium. Yeah, you know, just get those going. You know, in the meantime, just eat a few what is this, oranges, a few oranges. Anyway, we do have Pakachuti here on the right side with that city on the western side, settled first next to the coffee and the cocoa. He already had another cocoa tile, so that's extra 6 gold a turn quite easily. He did improve the first terrace farm, and you do see that he's working already a 3-3 tile, and also got the marble, very important, extra amenity. And there's another settler going towards the northeast. It looks like he might actually want to go on the 2-2 base instead of the 1-3 or instead of that incense tile, which is, to be honest, a bit surprising. I was expecting him to actually go and get those terraces, but sure, okay, you can do it. Like all of these could be terraces here. Now we do have him getting those builders out so he can start improving more of this, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get a few more cities also. He does have in Cusco a settler coming out in 3 turns, while he's also gonna get iron in the second ring. He already has his horses improved. No Pantheon yet. Let's see Lotaro, 2 campus opener with a plus 4 over here. I do notice he's gonna get a plus 3 in the capital city. We do have him getting another city towards the northwest, and I do see he got damaged on his warrior at least. Now I'm pretty sure Ouiski did try to actually do some shots, or it was Muscat. I think, wait a second, I think it's Muscat, right? That was the warrior that actually helped out Japan take Muscat, and now he's like, you know, limping home and trying to get better. Yeah, well, looking at this, still no Pantheon. We do have his iron quite cheap to improve, not to mention his horses are in the first ring, both of them. Ouiski does have a scout on the right side, which might actually go in and create some mischief, or I should say some smoke and mirrors. He's probably going to want to get a pillage on that campus if he's going to see it. I'm a bit surprised about Landdell's choice to go towards the west side here. Although, I do want to take a look. So this would have been a settle. This is a settle. Right? Yeah, I guess that's what he's going to do. Settle that whole tile. Anyway. Moving forward on Hojo. 3 cities already. He's going... What? He's going holy sites here. Holy sites, 4 cities, getting 3 holy sites right now, 1 from each city, going for the shrines. He did actually put one of his holy sites on an iron tile, did not improve the fish tile for extra food, and of course you do see that he has a few problems with the food. Now we do see he did also not discover the south. That's a hut 4 tiles away from his capital, min distance from the capital, and he does not know about it. Wow. Just wow. Anyway, he's gonna get these cocoa tiles to the right side, and I'm pretty sure Ybanca here is contemplating exactly how he's gonna do the attack against Vietnam. With bronze working coming up in 5 turns, I would expect he's gonna go for choral music in this location, so he gets quite a bit of culture to get to his mercenaries quickly. Now we do need to see also how early in the game he's gonna want to go against Vietnam. Vietnam is actually quite a hard nation to push against. It's not gonna be easy at all to actually go against him. Not to mention those Voicians are not gonna be that late in the game to appear. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fight probably those samurais directly. Harrison dropped a hilarious video, check it out. Okay. Pretty free sim Monty, yes, okay. What do we have here on Hojo? We do need to see what kind of pantheon is he gonna pick. He's gonna need to pick a pantheon before he's gonna get a religion, and well, we do have his horses in the second ring, while I do notice his iron, yes, it is over there. I do also notice he's starting to see what Vietnam is doing on the right side. He does have vision over here, and of course next time he's gonna see that settler. Is he gonna get to move before though? Oh my god, if Ybanca gets to move before, this is gonna be genius move. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he actually got to move before. Anyway, no, I wanted to say that I'm pretty sure Thang Long should have actually settled this aluminium tile to the west side to get these resources, and of course deny Japan that settle. Now Japan does get the benefit of all of these settles, and as you can see, he does have a 2-2-3 base underneath there. Going for bronze working a little bit. No, he's actually right on time as Ouiski is on Batriu. God of the Fortune is being picked up by Ouiski. He's going to want to get that extra production towards his military units at the beginning, not all game. We do have him, of course, with the army of builders coming out, and we'll see what kind of improvements is he going to do. Montezuma, okay, no Etemenanki. Persia, we got a Temenanki. We got a Temenanki coming in Hagmatana. He didn't want to get the monument. Did he actually finish the monument, or was that like, you know, something like a joke? Do we not see monuments? We can see the monument. There we go. We can see the monument and the little fire next to the monument. Yeah, never mind. 14 turns for Temenanki. I do see a builder coming out from Pasagarde. Liang is establishing Hamatana. He did put back 3 to the north, where he is also going to get some more of these floodplains to benefit from the extra production of his Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. While the builders are coming around, he started scouting off Inca in the north. You do see that Marvin did manage to close the chokes right on time, so he doesn't let Persia in and, well, do whatever he wants with those cities. Lancer is GG Vietnam. Well, I gotta say, he actually got quite a bit slowed down. This is a big slowdown, not getting to settle his third city. I mean, this is a big slowdown, and it does seem like Ybanca's warrior is well gonna withstand another attack. He just needs to keep it there. Doesn't need to do anything. Just keep it there. Does he actually have? Oh my God. Imagine if he's actually gonna get a little bit of heals next turn, and he actually attacks into the scout and destroys it. Okay, is this gonna be Ybanca time? I need to put up a poll. Will this settler survive? Let's see. If it takes the setup, that will be huge. Yes, the question is, because there will be a few heals, right? Not a lot, like what, 10 HP. This is not going to be that much, although it might be just enough to deal the damage against that scout. Just enough. Ybanca is truly saying, nah, I'd win. Okay, well, let's see. Is he gonna do that? I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it. There is like no repercussion for him not doing this. I gotta say, he's gonna have that warrior already pushed out of that space. There is no other. Oh, okay. He moved. This was another option, but not the one that would stop the settler. He's going to survive. He actually did survive. I'm gonna cancel the poll, because right now, you know, like, it's not fair. Everybody's saying survive right now. What is this? Hello, let me click buttons. End the poll. And Paul. There we go. We got the answer. He survived. He survived. Yeah, so he's trying to keep the warrior alive. Yeah, true. Well, let's see. Mapuche did get into his borders, and I do notice he couldn't snatch the trader. There is a Vietnamese slinger there that is trying to push that out, and I do see a builder here right on the iron tile. He does know about iron. You see the tons already be placed out of track you, although he didn't get that triangle. There's no triangle here. There's only gonna be like 2 of them, and then maybe some other districts around them. Anyway, now we do have to see other pantheons being chosen. Sacred Path on Japan, so he gets quite a bit more faith per turn from the adjacency. Why did he place Sacred Path? Let me see. So this is like +3, or +4, sorry. 3 extra, I mean. Yeah, we do have this +4, and this is just a +1, right? Okay. Why did he, okay, this is a bit surprising that he actually chose this pantheon. There was no other choice, maybe? Anyway, I do see quite a few others did actually pick up their pantheon, so there might have not been any other good choice. Now, looking at Inca, he did go for God of War and Planter. I'm pretty sure he's going to want those commercials and merchant points. We do have Lady of the Reeds on Persia. Scythia did go for initiation rights, and he did already get his one ship tile pillaged here. Looks like he's going to get another wave of builders to start improving all of this territory, and still, surprisingly, he didn't actually chop this one too. Now, on the west side, Rome did go for a city patron goddess bonus. He's going to get 40% towards the first district in the city, open up with 2 campuses and 1 encampment in the city of Mediolanum, while he did not settle that northern tile on Delicate Arch. Interesting choice. He did leave that option, and of course there's another settler coming around from Rome. I would imagine that's where he's gonna go, right? That's where he should go. They don't count as districts for Vietnam, so yeah, Vietnam putting in camels, Japan going holy sites. I mean, he's a man of faith. He's a man of faith. Let's actually see if he can use that faith properly. We do have to take a quick pick also. Wait, did we check out Aztec on his pantheon? Religious settlement. So he knows he's going to have quite a bit of territory here to settle. Already he's putting a city on the coast, unfortunately, with no fresh water in a place that he's not going to get to aqueducted either. Now, we do have him with some monuments coming up in Marinango. To get the extra culture, and I do notice he's gonna get his builder off from Chempuala, and I was looking at these fate points here that he did acquire quite early in the game. Well, that's quite a bit of era score also. We're 1025. I would imagine everybody did get over the threshold of 19 points. Whiskey. Oh, Ouiski. Well, he's gonna finish the first round before the next era, right? He's gonna get immediately 4 points, so it should be fine. It should be fine. He's only 17 out of 19. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, he's gonna get the points, right? He can aqueduct to the lake. Aqueduct to the lake here on the 1-1. True. Shazak, thank you so much. Yes, aqueduct towards Tenochtitlan. That's so true. That's so true. I don't know why I was only taking into account the rivers. Mind blow. We do have some archers also coming around from Ji.bou to try to play some defense here. We're going to need to see when and how he's going to manage to get a general, since I'm quite certain Scythia's coming for him. We got Saka horse archers. Oh my god. Pebbleton is not messing around. Scythia's already starting to produce the Saka horse archers. Oh. Okay, I think we need to put on the prediction for who's going to win this game, guys. This is kind of a must-have right now. We need to do it. Let me actually click on buttons here, start a prediction, and for who will win on one side, we got the Senate. On the other side, oh, I think I actually need to copy-paste this name. I'm sorry. There's a lot of potential for a lot of mistakes in that name, man. Okay. Oh my god, it's even longer. Okay, so I'm just gonna put CMP because, you know, they just named themselves like that. And submission period for 30 minutes. Let's go. Put your points in and let's see who do you think will win this game. On the left side, we do have the Senate boys with the Ybanca, Landdel, Marvin, and Pebbleton. On the right side, we do have Ji.bou with Ouiski, Pirtit, and Gogol. Let's actually keep watching the game and take a look at the city states, while in the meantime we got Scythia just moving forward towards Rome. Oh my god, that's like a python actually. He's starting to take hold of the Roman scout. You see how it's constricting its possibilities. Anyway, we got the first sources of out of Prokofka also in 4 turns. I don't think that's actually with the... Oh, there we go. He actually went to 3 turns. So, you know, he just plugged in the maneuver card. Cinguetti gonna be the only religious city-state in the game, with Japan also putting down encampments. Well, he's probably gonna want that city-state at least with an envoy in. We got Hunza with Mogadishu and Venice for the gold. We got Caguana with Vilnius and Ayutthaya for the culture. We also have Geneva for the science. And it looks like in Gazargamon with Valletta will stand at attention and will provide some military bonuses. We also need to see how Hong Kong is going to want to get that production going, and of course give them the bonuses. Grossmeister Ingo, hello there sir, can you speak slower? I can speak slower, but then my stream chat will be very mad at me because I am not talking about all of the details. Beep boop. Yeah, I mean, I did try. I did ask Grossmeister. I did ask multiple times. Stream chat was like faster, and I was like, okay, you didn't read that, you didn't say that, you didn't do that, and I'm like, oh, it's an AI machine who's speaking. yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in life, yeah. Go watch on YouTube on 0.5 using Mafioso getting that. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah. Okay, I do notice Vietnam started improving a few of his tiles, and yes, he's going for his camps over there on the ivory tile. He does want to get also his plantations improved for a little bit of extra gold, while he did get his iron for his units. We do have him with horses also, so he's grabbing those horse resources from an early stage also. Looking at this, we got traders coming around. I think I said also a few more times, but anyway, we got some shrines also coming in, and I do see Ybanca is gonna get 15 faith a turn to play with the monumentality. How does he defend Hue? Yeah, I mean, that's a very big question, but I do want to take a quick peek at this city center, and I want to point out there's like not a single tile that has 2 points of production around it. Like, in its borders, he actually needs to grab that grab the 2-2 to the south, and he's going to need to spend gold to do that, because otherwise it's going to take like forever to actually grow that. I have overclocked here, so as fast as you would like. Nice. This Morio also, good evening sir, can you speak faster? I feel like this stream is not worth my time with this. You don't say enough. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, oh man, mine and Arnold Voltas. Anyway, now let's see how things are evolving here on the right side. With the Temenanki about to come out from the city of Hangmatana, we're gonna see all of those extra bonuses show up here. Extra production, very juicy. While he did get Liang with the bonuses, you can see the 2-2s are giving him quite a bit of extra production here. I do want to point out Gogol is on 39 points of production. We got Pirtit on 40, and on the other side we only got Marvin here with 45, but of course Marvin is next to Persia, and it does seem like he just keeps on away. He got his commercials down, already built 2 of them, working on another 2, and of course with God of War and Plunder, he's gonna grab more points over here. Like, those merchants are just gonna pile up on him. We got Marcus Licinius Crassus as the first one, not really ideal. And what do I see here? Is Persia making more points? Or wait a second, he actually got the commercial faster than the Pakachuti? Whoa, Marvin. Whoa, I don't know, man. It sounds like slacking. Look at Persia go. He actually did manage to get also his Gavron Plaza down. There's no Gavron Plaza here. Well, I gotta say Marvin has quite a bit of a challenge. It looks like Persia to the south is doing quite a bit of simming. Ireleminangi. We got some calls out in chat over here about that Temenanki. Is it worth? Is it not worth? I mean, we could put up a prediction, although I can't. Actually, that would be amazing. Can we have multiple predictions running at the same time on Twitch? Like, especially these time-sensitive ones, I can't do them as quickly, right? What's the appeal for Inca? Commander Keen asking us here. Let's actually see the appeal. Not amazing. Now, of course, the mountains are breathtaking appeal, but in the other tiles, it's not really amazing. You are wondering about Earth Goddess, maybe? Or what were you wondering about? Good evening, sir, by the way. May West, also good evening, sir, if I didn't actually say it yet. Now, we had some horses coming around. Oh, my God. I think we got a problem. I think we do have an invasion on our hands. It looks like the Scythian nation is grabbing arms and, of course, kissing their daughters and family goodbye. We do have Scythia moving out of the borders, going towards Rome. They're gonna want to take some cities. I mean, they want a new home by the looks of it. They want to get something from Mediolanum, from Rome, you know, get some of that architecture there, feel the culture. Well, let's actually see if Pebbleton is gonna manage to punch through the defenses that Ji.bou is putting out. I do notice Ji.bou is 12 science, 13 culture. He doesn't have a single horse in the production, and I do see a single archer in the city of Mediolanum with a few scattered scouts here. I mean, he's kind of basing his defense on cats. I'm not sure if the cats are gonna be up to this, to be honest. What chat, do you think? Oh no, that's one cat down. Yeah, that's one cat down. Oh man, yeah, the good thing for Scythia is he's gonna get quite quickly these horses towards the cities of Rome, and unless Rome actually steps up his horse production and try to get a general here with projects, which is kind of late. I gotta say it's kind of late. The builder coming out from Mediolanum, it's also kind of late. Like 3 turns to actually wait for that builder to come out, or even 1 turn is gonna be a problem. I'm pretty sure the horses are gonna get there in 3 turns, and well, he's gonna get only 1 or maybe 2 chops. Let's actually take a look. We're 10:31. We're waiting for the players to actually pick up their bonuses here for the Golden Age. And yes, I do notice Gavron Plaza from Napolis, but I do want to take this, you know, from the left to the right this time around. We went from the right to the left, so let's actually change things up a little bit. Now, do we have units here? No, Ybanca is going directly for those samurais, isn't he? He's just going, he doesn't know left, he doesn't know right, he's just going there. Samurais it is. He didn't get the first religion of the game, Confucianism, and the only religion in the game. Choral music with Defender of the Faith here. Athena, the destroyer, is in the only can that can stand up to these armies. It's not enough for 0 marches to justify building it. Well, okay, I see Temenaki over here is getting some heat, but I gotta say, man, look at that extra production. Let's actually see what do we have. Gogol is on 50 production right now. He's just about as big as Marvin with, well, a lot less culture. Now, let's actually see Ybanca. Monumentality Golden Age, she's right now on 21 Faith 10 with 11 Science and 20 Culture, putting down a few more encampments and getting that Gavron Plaza from the capital. I do see in the capital, he's also naming that capital after his name. That's an Iban cap. Yes, that is an Iban cap, you know, trademark over here. He's missing the trademark. Maybe some tri-wall strategy, yes. I don't know if that's actually gonna be the solution here. We do have the horses of Pebbleton already getting out. Wait, that builder is still not out? Did he? I think he actually switched to a horse or something, because this kind of looks weird. Anyway, yeah, the thing is, look at the Saka horse archer damage. It can actually damage so much the horses, and this is without the +5 and without a general. I'm pretty sure when the encampments are gonna come out from Pebbleton cities, he's gonna start working on some of those projects here. Looking at Landdel, we do have Penbrush and Voice Golden Age on a Mapuche that's on 19 Science and 27 Culture turn, going for his encampment training projects from Willy Mapu. And I do notice at the moment he doesn't actually have horses. We do have horses on Ouiski though, that's next to him, and well, we're gonna need to see if this horse is actually gonna be used offensively here in anytime soon. With 35 points of production and 32 food, it does seem like Mapuche cities will need a bit of help. He started to get a few Shema mules down, interesting position for one. This is a flat tile next to his capital with 3 culture points, I guess, why not? And of course he did put down his Gavron Plaza. One turning it. Now looking at Marvin, 12 science and 31 culture, we do have him with the markets coming around, and I do notice his builder is was actually wanting to go for the horse style. The second one looks like he gave up on the idea when he saw he doesn't have the gold. There's another city that he could place on a volcano there to the southeast, and of course get Liang to help him defend it much easier. We do notice that he is actually getting another settler from Cusco and starting to work on some campuses. That's a +3. That's a +3 to the northwest of Machu, and I do see Sosa does need the 4th population because he did open up with commercials. Now Inca already is on 8 grid merchant points a turn, while Persia is only on 2.3, and I'm not sure why I started talking like this, but it is what it is. Anyway, looking at Tomeres here, Pebbleton, let's actually see what he's doing. He's actually keeping on the pressure here on Rome. It looks like he did manage to take out one of the horses of Ji.bou, and well, Pebbleton will get the opportunity next turn to actually grab tiles next to the city of Mediolanum. This horse tile does have, this horse unit does have a promotion on it. He just needs to get it out of there and out of harm's way, and of course promote it. We do also have Ji.bou sending a few more war units and getting his item pillaged. A wild horse from the north, a wild cat. Sorry, it's not a cat, it's a horse. I don't know how I can mistake those things, you know. One is very tiny and one is very big. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's why I need lenses. You know, we got Pebbleton here with an item tile that, well, of course, he extracted some gold from it, getting it to his allies. And when we do need to see if Ji.bou is going to manage to actually get some item from his other allies with only Ouiski. No, I see also Pirtit making iron, so it should be fine. Pirtit being over here somewhere. Oh my god, Pirtit actually gave up, or wait, did he? No, I think he actually just got iron from his teammates, because there was too much extra and they wanted every little bit. Yeah, or it's either that or he got a hut or something. Anyway, Pembrasian voice on Pakachuri. On Scythia we do have Pembrasian voice, and of course more horses, more of these encampment training projects, and it looks like he's gonna need 2 of these encampment training projects if he wants to get it quickly. We do have also Rome with a Pembrasian voice gold range on the other side with 13 science and 20 culture, only 3 gold a turn. And as you can see, Ji.bou here is losing units. We do have quite a few of these Saka horse archers with available movement and of course firepower. Let's actually see if they're going to manage to do the trick over here against the city of Mediolanum. With an encampment training project also coming out next turn, it looks like Rome is going to get to recruit his great general. And to be honest, at the moment, Pebbleton is not actually going to stop this. He's not going to get the opportunity to stop the encampment from getting that general. There is an opportunity for him to actually move across soon. We'll see. There are also some promotions available for the Saka horse archers. They're gonna get stronger, and I'm pretty sure he's putting a lot of importance on getting this training project done. On Scythia, I mean, on Scythia. On the other side, Ji.bou is doing the same thing. Ouiski, drums of war, we do have him, 9 science and 17 culture. Usually I gotta mention, drums of war is, actually, usually in the previous version, it wasn't used at the beginning of the game, like in the first era. It was usually used in the second one if you really wanted to war. Pembrasian voice golden age was considered a little bit better than drums of war, even if you were like this, mean distance to your opponent, and you had to defend multiple sides. Well, now we do see Ybanca with quite a few of these warriors starting to take control of their destiny, grab the sword and do whatever they want. We do have Nagoya getting 1, Muscat getting 1, and of course going for the barracks. He did not get one of those generals, but I do see he did finish a general project, and of course he's only 4 points off. He already has 3 encampments down, so I would imagine he's gonna get that quickly. Looking at Vietnam also, we do need to see if he is going to manage to get one of these generals. He's 3 general points a turn. I do see Mapuche is going to get 1, Japan is going to get 1, Rome is going to get 1, and Scythia needs to get 1. Mapuche might not get a general. He's okay, he's getting an encampment training project next turn, and we got an encampment training, 2 encampment training projects coming out next turn here. Is Scythia higher in slot? Oh my god, he's gonna get slot ordered. We got Pebbleton over here with Scythia with enough points next turn to recruit that general, and that's gonna be the fourth one. Ouiski is gonna be in a hell of a trouble here, in a hell of a situation. We got Mapuche already coming around from the north with a few of these horses, and yes, I mean at the moment they're just staying in the borders. They're kind of chill, you know. They didn't actually get the mantle of Malon Raiders yet, but I'm pretty sure they're growing right now. They're baby Malons, and we're going to see when they grow up. Looking at Pirtit, 11 science and 32 culture on 5 cities. Montezuma getting those government plazas to the west side, or I should say the government plaza to the west side, and starting to put campuses next to it. We do see he's starting to also train a few more settlers to get them out on the east, and well, we do have builders that are going to need to keep improving this territory, grabbing also merchant points. Looks like Marcus Licinius Crassus did get picked up, and Inca also got Zankian for an extra trade route capacity. Very nice. The next one is Coleus, and this actually would be nice for Montezuma to get another one of those combat points. Now I do notice he's actually going to get access to silver tile. Oh wait a second, this was on the other one, like the jade was missing, not the silver. Okay, anyway, now looking at Cyrus, we do have him on the right side, 3 cities with Lady of the River Marshes, and we do have him getting 2 more settlers and expanding towards Inca as quickly as possible by the looks of it, although it's fine, he's not gonna block this settle. Now we do have Bactri with a campus in 2, and yes, he's training and chopping as many settlers as possible. He did also choose to go minus in the capital with Liang in the second city. This is gonna be Moksha in the capital with Pingala second city. I do see Vietnam did go for Victor first. Okay, I mean that's a statement. That is a big statement, going Victor first. Wow. Okay, well, he's starting to make quite a few horses here, and yes, I do notice that Ybanca already has a line of swordsmen with Hannibal Barca as a general already to the northwest. Now we do have to take a look also. What do we have here? Oh, I see Landdel getting more horses towards the south, so definitely gonna want to get that attack going. Scythia kept on pushing against Rome, although I do notice right now with the legions on the battlefield, it seems like he's gonna have a harder time. We do have to see the Saka horse such as getting a few more promotions, and also the general which got recruited here in Naples. What did happen here? Wait, Mapuche didn't get it. Mapuche didn't get it. Okay, so Mapuche is not gonna have one. Okay, so Vietnam did manage to get it. Vietnam, we harder than you. He did get it. Wait, he's not getting the general? Why is he not getting the general? I think nobody told him that he actually got to pick the general. And it, oh, okay, there we go. Shunsu is gonna be here. We got Hannibal Barca already on the side of Japan, and yes, he's gonna start marching towards the city of Hue. We do have these swordsmen actually not even going for samurais. This is surprising. Ybanca does have feudalism in 5, and well, we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to grab that city and upgrade in that city center with the tiles around it, or is he going to manage to do something else. And here does seem like at the moment Pebbleton is just grabbing experience from everything he can. On Cyrus, the Pembrasian voice golden age does allow him to get quite a bit of culture going. He does have the science from Hermatana's Temenanki, and well, we do see that Governor Liang is there improving so much of that production. 2-4 tile underneath the city settle, that's a 27 point of production city. Pasagarde, for in comparison, is only 16 points, and that's a capital with the palace inside of it. Is this another GDR Aztec game? That's a good question if he's gonna manage to get there, because, well, first of all, his trading partner is getting attacked quite massively here, and it does seem like Pebbleton doesn't want to give up on it. We do have a few more units coming in, and he's just gonna keep on banging on Ji.bou's settles, not gonna allow him to develop. So Rome will have problems. Persia on the other side does seem like he's getting matched quite nicely by Marvin, which is gonna be a problem. And in the middle we do have this happening, like Ouiski here is getting pressured by Ybanca. If Ybanca, with the help of Landdel, actually get to take out Vietnam, That's gonna be a major problem for Montezuma also, because there's like not gonna be any other choice for Japan than to go west. Well, yes, sure, you can say, but that's a long way west. Yeah, true, although you can get it shorter with military engineers and roads. That shouldn't be a problem, right? By the time they actually get to take out Vietnam, if they get to take out Vietnam. Oh, wow, that swordsman actually died there. It does seem like they were a bit late on this, and I think Ybanca got a bit overexcited actually attacking into the cities of Ouiski like this. Like, I was expecting him to go for full samurais here, like 7-8 samurais, and getting that general to work with them, and then Vietnam would not have had a choice to defend. Well, we do have engineering coming up in 7 from Ouiski, and we do need to see when he's gonna start getting those Voitians. Walls already going up. Where though? Wait, in Rome's territory? Yes. No, not in Rome's territory. Are they going up here? No. You can actually see the walls, by the way. You can see the walls when they are getting built. Maybe we find a city state that is building walls or something. This one? No. This? No. Wow, the city states actually feel very safe this game. Maybe Colosseum. Who do you think is gonna go for the Colosseum? Aztec. Oh, Aztec. Okay. Is he getting that entertainment complex? I don't see it yet. I do see he is putting down as many of these commercials as possible and finishing up the campuses in between them. He's probably gonna be the first one with the most cities, 2, 4, 6, 7 cities soon. Magnus in the city center of Malinanco, open up with Moksha for the culture. Well, we don't see him with that many trade routes at the moment, and well, we're gonna need to take a look at the war here. Ybanca is gonna need to retreat these swordsmen back to his borders and upgrade them into samurai so he can do the damage. He doesn't have the upgrade button yet. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. Now we do have also 3 units from Pebbleton actually getting next to Mediolandum. They did take out that legion with the help of the Saka horse archers, even against the general. Since Scythia does also have a general of his own, you can notice the horses of Rome do have a major problem attacking into the counter-attacking into the Scythian units. There is also a warrior here that I guess is gonna get attacked at some point. No, they're totally ignoring him. Okay, well, we do need to see if Pebbleton is gonna manage to chip away the defenses of Mediolandum. He's not gonna get yet the opportunity to put it under siege. He actually needs to cross the river here if he wants to do that. And I do notice he kind of lost at least 2 Saka horse archers from what I can count here. I'm pretty sure there were like 4 of them with an archer, and now there are like 2 of them with an archer. So yeah, he lost some of them. I'm pretty sure he lost some of them. Looking at also the right side with Inca getting close up in person with Gogol, looks like he saw what Gogol was doing and he said, no, the Samba is better work by me. I don't know about you, man, but that I settled the city first, so I get a full choke point. I don't know, stay maybe behind. What is this encampment? Vietnam switched away? Wait, really? Oh, I see. So it doesn't appear over here. I see. Okay, so it looks like Landdel still gets horses. He's gonna get that Pingala in, and we do have Lotaro here going for construction, 38 science and 39 culture next to Ouiski's 14 and 12 and 22. I mean, with 50 points of production on 1. Landdel is only 41. Well, he already has like 3 cities, as you can see, and his only mission in life is to actually get a general and try to get the Malons to flex against Vietnam. Vietnam shouldn't be that far away from getting his own units, and of course with Ybanca soon upgrading into samurais, and next turn he's gonna get feudalism. We do need to see if Ybanca is gonna get enough resources from his teammates. Does seem like Marvin is making 77 gold a turn. That's more than his opponents combined. We do have also 81 points of production. That's significantly more than what Cyrus has next to him. With a battery ram coming up from Ybanca, I do see the walls going up in Camp Way. You can actually see them right now. You can see the walls going up next to the city center, slowly getting built, brick after brick. Suspicious encampment. I don't know what that encampment is doing. Like, this is an interesting idea. It's a good idea to actually do, like placing your opponent's face, if you can actually keep it, as in keep it safe. Now it's just not gonna get built. Like that scout is gonna make his home the encampment, how do you call it, building area or something. How do you call building area? How do you call this? In Romania, we call it chantier, basically. Like when construction site, the construction site. There we go. There we go. He's just gonna make a camp on the construction site and gonna be done with it. He's gonna be there with all of the big machines around him, exactly like in Transformers. You know that guy that actually sucks everything. That's basically gonna be him. He's gonna be like, yeah, bro, give me all of the trucks, give me all of the bulldozers. We're getting in, taking out that pyramid. Well, a Temple of Artemis also has been built in Inca's territory. We do have builders in Machu on the west side, and yes, I do see traders in the northeast getting out of the cities with horses coming out. I'm actually quite curious if Persia is gonna react when he's gonna see the extra garrison defense on the cities of Marvin. And well, this is the big turn, isn't it? This is the big turn. We need to see Marvin give all of his gold away to Ybanca, give him all of the iron, and then allow Ybanca to upgrade all of his units. Or is this gonna be just a stepping stone? Is Ybanca gonna wait for the mercenaries? He might. He might actually wait. That's a lot of units that he needs to upgrade here. Okay, looks like Pebbleton still can't push correctly into Ji.bou, taking over cities. He lost one of his horses and is bringing... Whoa! Whoa! Pebbleton is coming in! Oh my god! This is one of those, like, I need something like a cowboy song to play right now, because I'm pretty sure Pebbleton is gonna go do the cowboy thing. It's gonna take everything Rome has other than that big city in the middle. Devastator, exactly, the Devastator. Okay, well, let's actually see on the right side. No, nothing here. Mapuche still working on his Warlord's Throne with Goddess of Festivals, by the way, as a pantheon. I don't think I mentioned this. He's getting the extra culture from all of these plantations, and did manage to get that Pingala in the city of Mapu. He should be close to castles. That also opens up another possibility, another problem. They need the gold, and they don't have the gold. They ain't got the gold here. It's only 84 gold a turn on Marvin, and he's also building units now, so that gold per turn might actually slow down. On the other side, it's not like they have more gold per turn, right? In total, they have like maybe 60 between them, 60 something, and while on Senat, they definitely making more than 100, with 84 on Marvin, 15 on Pebbleton, 8 on Ybanca. Oh, sure, okay, we got -1 over here on Marvin. What can on Landdel? What can you do? You know, he's Mapuche. He's Mapuche, you know, -1 gold. We do have the samurai starting to move out of their defensive positions and grabbing towns next to these Vietnamese swordsmen. As you can see, walls are going up in the city of Hue, and well, Ybanca did build quite a few of these units, pre-builds for the samurais. We do see the battering ram also moving forward towards the front line, where he will need to attack into the city of Hue with it underneath the samurai, or I should say next to the samurai. We do have Montezuma getting his audience chamber. Okay, going tall. He did go Reina in the city of Xochicalco. They're definitely aware. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. They're definitely aware they're going to need to get more gold, but they actually need to connect the cities. They actually need to send a trader going between those cities, and that city might not survive what Pebbleton has in store for it. We got quite a few units getting a hang of Mediolanum, while quite a few other units are making their way towards Ostia. If he does manage to actually get into this border, this is gonna be a problem. Now, I'm actually very surprised we didn't see Scythia taking out the encampment position of the city of Mediolanum to keep this south a bit safer. Also, well, it is what it is. On Persia's territory, we got more commercials coming in. I don't know what he did, but he just, wow, lost quite a few turns in the commercial city, the commercial hub. We do have an army of builders also coming around. I would imagine this is the feudalism timing, or around that time. We got civil service in 3 turns, so yeah, he probably did discover feudalism earlier. Oh wait, that's Rome. Give me a second. This is recorded history on Gogol. Well, I still think he actually got it. 26 and 31. He should have it. We got, yeah, there we go, a 4-charge builder over here. Looks like Gogol is also going towards the Mount Everest, and well, the question is, where is he gonna settle? Directly on the geothermal, I would assume, but you know what, You know what's being said. It is what it is. That is what I was thinking. Maybe a +2, but he gets the bonus. Or but I thought it's +2. Wait, do Vietnamese camels get +1 culture? Yes, they do get also from the government plaza. We do have, for example, this ton. It's 4 culture. I think it's 2 per district around it, like from the other ton and the government plaza. Yeah. That's quite a bit of culture on Ouiski. Only 20 science though, not that Ybanca is that far ahead. Although Ybanca does also have the benefits of that monumentality golden age, and he's using the production of his cities to just keep on outputting units against his opponent. Shouldn't be that long until we're gonna see the triple attack of these samurais into the units of Vietnam, and well, at the moment the archers just shot, so he just needs a few more moments, probably end of turn. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so those units in the south did take out that archer, and they're gonna pillage the campus of Ji.bou. While I do notice Mediolanum is working desperately to get the ancient walls going, it looks like Scythia does not have an easy opportunity to take down that city center. He can keep on chipping away at the Roman units though, and it does seem like he's exposing his general to counterattack. Ji.bou does have the ability to actually... Okay, there we go. He just stopped it from happening. I wanted to say that these 2 legions might take out that Saka horse archer. Denying the +5 from Scythia would be quite valuable at this point in time. And there really need to be a lot more Saka horse archers moving around here, and of course he needs to switch towards a stronger unit like a knight soon. The ancient walls will go up. Mediolanum is not actually going to get taken over, I'm pretty sure, while Scythia will get the opportunity to keep on taking some tiles over here and of course pillaging them. We're going to need to see exactly how he's going to manage to take out the Roman cities, right? That's his mission. We got Ostia getting under attack. Scythia does have 2 horses there. One of them does not have promotion and is very low HP. I'm not sure exactly why he chose to sacrifices at the city's borders, although he did. Now we do have, there we go, another tile. Ybanca did move forward. He's gonna have another triple attack on those swordsmen. And getting closer to the city of Hue does pose a challenge. The samurai will need a promotion over here if he actually wants to withstand the next attacks. And Vietnam should not be that far away from getting machinery. 4 turns and also 5 turns from civil service. We do have Mapuche in 2 turns upgrading, or soon upgrading into manual raiders. We do see him getting his encampment training projects. And I gotta say, he also has the opportunity, the biggest opportunity, to get units here and then slam into the right side of Tracheo. Can you imagine what would happen if like 4 Mano Raiders just appear out of nowhere over here somewhere? Oh, yeah, that feels jaw dropping, right? Why is Mapuche rallying into Vietnam? He should seem no lots of land in the back. Well, I guess it is what it is. The spectator sent me a warning. Dun 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 dun. He did. Spectator over here. Nasty spectator. Nasty. Okay, we got Ybanca upgrading more samurais, and we're going to need to keep on bouncing between these 2 civilizations to see what's going on. Definitely there's a 2 versus 1 war against Ouiski, which, well, Ouiski does seem like he's winning right now. We do need to see when he's going to get the Voicians, if he's going to manage to withstand this damage. Definitely the samurais do need a bit more time to chew through the units that Vietnam has put in the front of Hue, and when those Voicians are going to come out, they're going to do significant damage to these samurais. Landdel 1 turn away from castles, going for military training, so he doesn't have this either. It's gonna take at least like 2 more turns or 3 more turns to get to mercenaries. It's not that cheap, not that cheap. Next turn, Ybanca is gonna get civil service of his own, just like Marvin will. So he's gonna get an extra +5 against his opponent units. That will help him, but only for a few turns until Ouiski is also gonna get that bonus. We do have actually Marvin going against the Sharikumis, forcing Persia to get the defense up and of course get some horses out from that city center. While Persia did choose to go for his Peridezas here in Gordian, we do see him not really blocking the northern choke, only a single scout there. We do have Inca also managing to get a few more settlers out and going towards the north. And I do notice he put down a wonder. What is this? Hanging gardens. Wow, nobody actually built hanging gardens this game. Okay. Well, we do have 2, 4, 6, 8 cities here from Gogol, and he's gonna get a 9th one, a 10th one soon. Okay, with a campus coming out from Hermatana, it's only a +1. Okay, not that big. General finally is on the front line, and Mapuche still needs the encampment training project. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be right at the time as he's gonna get that. Is there money for Voicians? I think that's why they actually chopped. Did you see them chopping the maize? That's why they probably chopped maize or copper or something. Well, something was chopped there. Wait, is there Athena? I don't think she's here. Yeah. Okay. We do have markets coming around in 5 turns from Xochicalco, and I do see a builder in 6 from Chapultepec. Industrial zones in Tenochtitlan. Let's actually see what's going on here. Okay, he's gonna get that with an aqueduct soon. We do have Pingala establishing in Teotihuacan, and boats are coming around, not sure for what. We're going to need to see if they're going to be used for something other than scouting, maybe to take over Caguana. That's a possibility, although that city is 32 defense. Unless he actually gets caravels, that's going to be quite a pain to take with only galleys. Those samurais are moving forward. They're starting to acquire the promotions, and he did manage to, of course, get oligarchy done here. We do see there is a massive amount of damage when the samurais do manage to get their battle cry promotions that can be done against their opponents, with multiple samurais also coming around from his cities. Looks like Ybanca is putting an all-in attack against Ouiski at this point in time. We also need to check the gold, if they do manage to get enough gold for Landdel to upgrade, and of course what Pebbleton is doing here with his units. Looks like he's just playing around with Venice at this point, and still doing a lot of damage against the Roman units. Could not managed to stop Rome entirely, and in the south he just managed to pillage that campus. Only the campus. Well, Sakahor such as definitely with the promotions are gonna be stronger and stronger, and we do need to see when Pebbleton is gonna manage to get to his knights. That's gonna be quite a game changer here. We do have Pebbleton going for currency in 3 and feudalism in 4, starting to build catapults, while Ybanca is saying have fun. Wait, what? Have fun? What? Okay. Okay. Inca pick is cool. Theoretically, it's good on this map. Well, it looks like it is. King Milis also hello there, sir. How long until the next era? Let's see. We're 9 turns away from the next era. What is the governor meta in the moment? Game on 4 mix. Good evening, sir. We're actually just exactly that's why we're watching these games, these training games. We want to see exactly how things are evolving slowly but surely. While yes, this probably is not directly representative of what will happen, we are starting to see how the players are using these different governors, and it's not only Magnus anymore. We do have quite a few Moksha. We do have we didn't have Reina first, actually. I didn't see Reina first in this. We did have also Liang first, Pingala. Yeah, Pingala first. I didn't see Pingala first. We got a Magnus here in Rome, and we do have a Moksha first with a Magnus and Victor and Pingala over here. Vietnam actually irreling 2 players. Yes, with 3 cities, he's irreling 2 players by the looks of it. And I do notice Ybanca, well, got another one of those tiles. The swordsman got into a line, so he doesn't allow his opponent to attack him from 3 sides. That's where, well, that's where the swordsmen tend to die, when they attack 3 sides. Stonehenge from Fukuoka. Ybanca has started sending traders to Valletta, to the west side. And we do see Scythia managing to do some more damage against Rome, but he's going to need to retreat here. Yes, he does have a few more sakas coming in. He does need quite a few of them if he does want to take care of the Roman units, and well, we're going to need to see, because to be honest, 5 of them, I don't think it should be enough. I don't think it's enough. Anyway, catapults coming in from Kuloba, and with the builders with feudalism, he's going to start improving and chopping the remaining parts of his territory here. Still no entertainment complex being placed down by Aztec. He did choose to go for his industrial zones without actually putting down the aqueduct next to Tenochtitlan. And I do notice Pirtit is going for engineering and getting his divine right in 4 turns. The army of builder is telling us feudalism is definitely on. The +2 builder charges are definitely activated. I think mostly Moksha first. Yeah, and I didn't see Amani. Did you guys see Amani? Oh, there is an Amani. Okay, so I do see Marvin actually chose to go for Amani, and then Gazargamo and trade with that city center. No, I'm not sure how many traders, although I do notice 3, 4, 5. All of the traders are actually trading to Amani city center. It looks like Inca also got pushed back by Persia. Gogol did send those units in the front line, and he keeps on that encampment for himself. Man, that guy, the Devastator, is still there in the city of Susa's encampment, playing with those big machines. Gogol struck gold over here in Inca's territory. Okay, let's see the damage. Okay, so in like 2 turns, he can get rid of the walls if he only shoots the walls. This region looks like it's gonna die. Okay. Well, war. Where is Landdel and why is he not upgrading? Because he does have Malon Raiders. Oh, doesn't have the half coast card? He doesn't have mercenaries, or he still he does have mercenaries, so he's still working on getting his general. Okay, let's actually see. Mapuche is on 1 point a turn and he needs 9. That's 9 turns, sir. That sounds like a long time, especially since like the Voichens of Vietnam are already here. That sounds like that attack might not happen. And the fact is, Vietnam did exhaust a lot the power of Mapuche and Japan on the west side. Good thing is, at least Japan does have that monumentality, although I don't think he's gonna get to use it that much. 65 production right now. Marvin is on 116, and that is not the most production in the game. Actually, Gogol does have 120, just the same as Pakachuti right now. We do need to see. Ybanca will have the opportunity to take these tiles next, and we gotta see if he's gonna manage to take 2 at a time. I don't think so. Doesn't look like he's gonna have enough movement. And he kind of missed the spot. Ouiski did manage to promote that forward unit, and now the samurais do not have a promotion, not enough experience to get one. And well, he needs to start shuffling them around, bringing back the backed up samurais in his own city centers. Getting Stonehenge will allow him to get an extra belief in his religion, which is choral music with Defender of the Faith. Card switch. Yeah, Vietnam did send the horse to Inca. Yeah, he did, and he pillaged that terrace farm, no problem. It looks like Inca is sending more settlers towards the north. I do see at least 2 of them, and a third one is getting trained in the city of Cusco, which is also on 8 population right now. Putting down a few more encampments, or at least 1 encampment from Olatan Taibo. Persia did not put an encampment down. Persia is simming away here. We got Gogol on 44 science and 49 culture, mirroring as much as possible Marvin. Although I gotta say, Landdel is 57 and 41. Although I'm not that convinced that can keep up, especially with him being on 3 cities and well, tuned for war more than anything else. We do have Landdel getting to upgrade his Malon Raiders. You do see these Vietnamese horses can withstand the power of the Malon Raiders, since the general has not been recruited. Landdel does need these points. He did put on the card 3.4 great general points a turn, and yes, I do notice Landdel is also going to get another city to the east. The question is he going to go as far here, or is he going to put it somewhere over here, because this is kind of terrible land to put it in. I would still say the 1-2 would probably be his best choice here. That's a long way to wrap though. Wrap around the mountain to actually reinforce the city center. That's a long way. Okay, looks like one of the samurais did die, but also one of the swordsmen of Vietnam. We do have those Voichens doing massive amounts of damage, and of course they're starting to move around here. We do need to see if Ybanca is gonna get this place next to Hue and start bonking against the city center. Villageois, yes, thank you so much. The music, by the way, TV Villageois, you find most of my music on YouTube also. Right now that it's kind of split between like the songs are kind of split, but the soundtracks that you hear right now are usually on YouTube, not on Spotify. I stopped actually putting them on Spotify since the kind of, I don't know if you know, but at some point they changed their terms of service, and below a threshold they're just not giving you any kind of return. And this would have been fine if at the beginning they would have started like this, but now in the middle of it, like after years and years of the company working like this and quite a few artists going there, that just didn't sit right with me. Yeah, no problem, sir. Glad to help. You find all of my music on Discord also. I like put everything there, just in MP3, so it's easy to grab. I stopped actually registering them quite some time ago. I just make them, put them up on YouTube, and it is what it is. What governors are these new meta guys? Getting Gisan, hello there, sir, and welcome. Well, we do have Pingana in Trakiu, Victor in Thanglong. Quite surprising that he is not in Hue. We do have also Nagoya with Victor. Looks like in Japan's territory, Governor Pingala is in Fukuoka and Moksha in the capital. No Magnus. We do have Scythia also with Magnus and Pingala and Moksha, and the Governor Victor again. Magnus is just kindly sitting in Neapolis, not doing that much. I do also notice Rome did actually seize the city of Venice, and he's probably going to lose all of those units. He did lose more units for the fight in Mediolanum, and of course these Saka horse archers are able to do so much damage right now. Not to mention when they're going to get the promotions, which they are getting the promotions. Oh my, that's going to be quite a bit of a problem for Ji.bou. Pebbleton also grabbing the siege units, moving them on the west side, and getting new builders to help him chop the new units. Now we're gonna need to see how quickly he can actually get to knights. That's gonna be probably when he's gonna break Rome here. Now we do have Rome on 27 science and 33 culture. He's not out of the woods yet, and he does have 5 cities. That's the same number as Scythia here. Let's see if he's gonna manage to actually withstand the next part of the game. Oh, entertainment complex did get placed down from Marinanco. He placed it on the west side between his cities. He's going for the Tlachi, that's a replacement arena, and he does have the opportunity to go for Colosseum. Moksha Internals plus Isolationism card is pretty decent, but yeah, that's gonna take a while. So after the Reina nerf, the governors have a much even spread. Genghis Khan, I don't think we can say for sure what's gonna happen in the next few weeks. This is still a period of things settling down, players trying out different strategies, seeing if they work, if they don't work, with what kind of situation and so on and so forth, and what can it be improved. We're gonna need to wait. We're gonna need to wait, observe, see exactly how things are going on. For some reason, people still don't like the Moksha internals though. Yeah. Common is Moksha into Magnus into Moksha. I see. It's not that good most of the time. I see. I mean, I remember when Li Yang got buffed with how do you call it, with the city parks. I remember when it got initially buffed, and well, a lot of people were doing it instead of Magnus, or instead of Pingala or Moksha Opener, or well, I guess Moksha Opener. And then it settled down after quite a few weeks of us seeing so many of those so many of those city parks. Do you remember that, guys? We saw it like last year. You know, when the city parks, we were talking every game about the Yang Opener, city parks and so on. Yeah, but now you need like Magnus 4. Yeah, battery RAM doing the work. Yes, sir. He did take out that wall in Hue. And I do notice Ybanca here is gonna get the opportunity to take out a Voichen soon. And of course, with the Malo Raiders starting to join the fight from the north, Landdel is with a general right now. El Cid has been recruited and will bring those Malo Raiders to the party from the northeast of Tracheu. Oh man, these guys are gonna start bonking. Okay, that's another tile. Ouiski is starting to buckle. Can he stop the bleed? We got military tactics coming out in 6 turns from Ouiski, and right now that City of Fue doesn't look good at all. These samurais can do significant amount of damage without the walls anymore. Vietnam kind of looks dead. Yeah. Can the Malons catch the escape settler? DPZ is calling out that trend. I love that. Yeah, a lot of people love that. A lot of people love that. But then it got toned down. Like the same happened when Liang got the production. He didn't even have the city parks. He had the new tree on the right side giving you that food, and the zoning commissioner was the last. Housing boom was here and zoning commissioner was the last. There were a lot of people going for the right tree, and we've seen these strategies being worked successfully in the CWC. Not by all nations, by some of them. Escape settle towards Persia will be interesting to see if it makes it. Yeah. Well, let's see. And this escape settler is going towards the northeast, so I'm not that convinced he's gonna manage to make it, to be honest. Okay, Ybanca starting to hit directly the city of Fue. The Malo Raiders are going in from the east side. We do have the builders scrambling to get out of there, but they cannot. One of them did get captured over here, grabbed by his t-shirt and brought back to reality. Let's actually see if Tracheu can save the settler, since Landdel is taking no prisoners and the city of Fue has been taken by Ybanca. Looking on the right side, yeah, the Malo Raiders, man, these guys, no fear, no fear. We do have yes, a few more Voichens allowing Ouiski to defend here, although it looks like they're not doing nearly enough damage to stop this. Not even close to enough damage to stop this. On this side of the aisle, we do have Pebbleton actually managing to break through Ji.bou's defenses with only 20 out of 75 of fortification health. You do see the Scythian Saka horse archers are managing to do the damage. There is a Scythian catapult also throwing rocks across the river against that city of Mediolanum. I think we got at this point a bit of an overwhelming number from Scythia. So at this point, there should be enough. Wait, he's still on 5? Man, you need at least one more Saka horse archer, so you can shoot 3 at a time at a unit. Anyway, we do have him with enough units here that he can take out at least 2 units a turn from Rome, and you see that Rome is not making more than like 1 legion. He has chopped as much as he could his territory, but now that he's running out of chops, he's also running out of production for the units. We do have some commercials coming up on the west side, and looking at the gold per turn, it looks like Gogol did manage to get 100. Pirtit is also 73, while Marvin is on 110. We do need to see what's going to happen here. So we do have Marvin moving east with another settler, getting a few more horses, putting down his industrial zones and aqueducting them. That's a lot of production here being generated. And I do notice he did settle his north. Did anybody take Geneva? Pirtit, that's Montezuma took Geneva. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, we do have him still with the government, with the entertainment complex, not putting down Colosseum. I'm pretty sure I didn't see Colosseum on anybody here. And I guess the question is, can they keep on going after both Vietnam and Rome has been taken down? Like usually in these kind of games, like in the training games, you don't see the players actually going for that last mile of the game, right? For the last second, for the last hope, because there's not a lot of pressure in these games, and also the players are trying out the strategies. They see if they work, and they want to jump, I would say, into another game to see another strategy, or try to fiddle a little bit with what they did earlier, so they can see if they can improve it. Anonymous gifter! Woo! Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated, sir. And it looks like we got a choo-choo soon. We got a choo-choo. I don't think Rome has anything to hold it. And hiding Dave showing up with 100 biddies. Thank you so much, sir. Much appreciated. Oh, we got CV, a new we got Elvidoof, we got Nams, we got Gavin, and Hammer. Hello there, sirs, and thank you so much for the join. He knew he was going to war a lot. Yes, yeah, true. Well, it does seem like Scythia right now is able to break Mediolanum. He did take down the walls. That city is down significantly in its defense. And well, we're going to need to see if the catapult with all of these Saka horse archers are going to be enough to take it down in good enough time. I would imagine they still need at least 2 turns, but maybe there's enough damage next turn. I mean, that's halfway. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's halfway. And the catapult, how much does the catapult do? Like 2 Saka horse archers, basically. Yeah, like 2 Saka horse archers. Oh my god, there might be enough. No, he would have needed another horse maybe. Does he have enough movement on this? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. He just gets here. This one, well, I guess he might actually need to sacrifice this. But anyway, we'll see. We do have Aztec getting those traders going, and yes, towards the north he wanted to trade with Rome, while I do notice Scythia somehow got into the borders of Rome and is pillaging all of his major tiles, especially these, you do see he's targeting the iron and the horses, so he's basically draining the strategic resources of Rome away from him. We do have markets coming around from Inca and with a few more horses. He's getting to the coarser timing, or maybe even the later on calf timing. I do notice some of the Mapuche malleaders have been taken down, although, well, Ouiski is still in major trouble. We do have more units showing up from the cities of both Mapuche and Japan, taking down the defenses of the Thuns and moving forward to actually take down the main cities of Ouiski. With Ouiski having a single option, trying to get towards the southeast, towards Persia, and maybe even to the south of Persia to get away from the samurais of Japan, he's gonna need quite a bit of time to actually get there. I mean, he shoots the city like 5 times next turn and it dies in 2. I was thinking the same, guy. It might die in 2. Yeah, there we go. So unless he actually sacrifices the horses, that city's gonna die in 2. It's fine. It's fine. He has time. Yeah, he has time. Looks like also Venice is just being used for extra experience. Pebbleton is keeping the eye on the ball. I gotta say, this is very important. He did not get distracted by the ice cream of Venice, right? He did not get distracted by the ice cream of Venice. It was there. It got, you know, to smell it. He knew about it and he watched the ball. He wasn't looking left, he wasn't looking right, he just was looking at the ball. The cities of Rome and its armies. That's it. If he had men at arms, he'd hold much longer. Yes, I agree. Vietnam made the mistake of going crossbows before the medieval melee unit. Yes. Yeah, men at arms would have been nice here. And position of the, I think position of the cities was a bit more important than that, though. Like the city of Fue, I think chat immediately pointed it out, and I also noticed it. Oh, man, I mean, that city is almost impossible to keep. Like, what are you gonna do? Defend in marsh tiles? And with like flat tiles around you, like not even the city center is on a hill. That's a problem, and it took quite a bit of time and effort to actually get that going, when I think he probably would have wanted cities on the right side. Even if he was getting closer to Inca, I'm pretty sure he wanted cities on the right side, or south, or anywhere else other than the west. Top 2 production is on CMP. Yes, I mean, we do have Pirtit and Gogol. The major problem is they're gonna be kind of alone in the next part, right? With Vietnam going down, and it doesn't look like this is stopping. We do have also Rome kind of going down. The city of Mediolanum is taken, and that's 1 city down. Ji.bou will need to actually rebuild his, well, I don't know if rebuild is the correct word here, because I'm thinking more like he needs to scrape the bottom of the barrel in the cities of Rome to get everyone in shape so he can actually defend against his opponent here. Persia has no way to defend in time. Mad Beats, good evening, sir, and welcome. You have arrived. Welcome, sir. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, with the trebuchet coming in, that's gonna help do the damage against the walls of Vietnam much faster, and I starting to seriously doubt that Vietnam is gonna have enough time to move this settler out of harm's way, because I do see the samurais coming in. They're gonna just be 2 turns away from attacking to the city center of Thang Long. That city does not have walls, and from the north I'm pretty sure with the trebuchets showing up and able to delete the walls in Trachea in one single shot, or 2 shots by the looks of it. The numbers changed a little bit. Now I'm certain that these Malware Raiders can actually do the remaining necessary damage and take that city down. We do have the samurais also with more strength available to take out another Than here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take out another Than. And well, from the northeast doesn't seem like Mapuche is gonna reinforce this anymore. There is a circle of shame, which I'm not sure what this is, although it is, so you know, you gotta respect the circle of shame. Tommy sent like 3 UUs early. Wait, the May West won't say anything, but both Esperluettes poliorcètes players is getting destroyed. I see. I mean, that's how you learn, sir. That is how you learn. That is how you learn. Let's actually take a bit of a break here. Okay, we're breaking for 2 minutes, guys. You know, breaking. Woo! Yeah, I'm going breaking. Be right back.
Space madness.
Gangsta boogie.
Okay. Well, I guess bathroom this time did take a little bit longer than usual. Let me actually scroll down. Luckily Persia makes a lot of gold, just internal trading. Gogol, yeah, he's making a lot of gold internal trading. Let's take a look at this. What happened in the Congress. Military city state do not provide unique Suzerain bonuses. Lotaro +4 and diplo points for Montezuma. Interesting. Montezuma over here is starting to trade with Rome and getting quite a bit of gold out of it. Looking at Ybanca, drums of war this time around, and it looks like he's not messing around. He really wants to take that Thanglong city as quickly as possible, while Trakyu is very, very low HP. That will also allow him to move on the city of Thanglong from the north. With the Incan horse actually about to try to stop the Vietnamese horse from moving forward to the southeast. We do have already Mapuche's Malon Raiders starting to wrap around Thanglong to stop the second settler from moving. Looks like also Lotaro here, 77 science with a 44 culture. We do have him in Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age. We do have him also with still 5 cities, getting his army of builders out and well, chopping the last remaining tiles of his cities. Now, I do see Pakachuti, 100 science and 42 culture, switch towards Fury Inquiry Golden Age and getting a massive amount of coursers, getting also the mountain tunnel to get to build his encampment. He doesn't have a general yet, although these units are strong enough to punch through the Persian defenses very quickly, actually. Well, we'll see what Persia is going to put up on the table here. He does have castles next turn and mercenaries. It's not going to be that easy for Inca to actually take cities here. We do have Pebbleton, also 26 science and 22 culture, doing quite a few damage points towards Venice this time around. Looks like he actually stopped for ice cream. He's gonna take that city for himself, and he's switching towards knights. That's gonna be the new strong unit that's gonna go in the clean up Rome here. We're gonna need to see if Ji.bou is gonna manage to get, oh no, he's never gonna manage to get a stronger unit than the Legion. Like okay, yeah, that's not happening. He's going printing. He's trying to get another +3 on himself against Scythia, which I'm pretty sure Scythia is also trying to get, but anyway. Ouiski will have a free inquiry golden age, but a normal one, unfortunately, and looks like he just lost the city of Trakyu. With Thanglong getting the ancient walls next turn, we're gonna need to see if that city to the south is ever gonna get settled. I'm a bit surprised about Marvin not actually moving the horse in front of the Vietnamese horse with a shift enter. Oh well, you know, it is what it is. I'm also a bit surprised about these Mapuche Malon Raiders not moving directly towards the south, rather staying in the borders of Vietnam's capital city. Anyway, Pirtit with 126 science, 61 culture, did choose to go for a free inquiry golden age, and he's getting his foreign ministry in the city of Tenochtitlan. Did start to put down very important theater squares, a +5 over here, while he still did not actually put down Colosseum. Where Colosseum, you might say? You might ask. Well, it's not in Aztec cities. Now, we do have Aztec also with 183 points of production. That is massively over the other ones in the game. With Gogol also on 84 science and 97 culture, he did switch. He did get a second Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, and I do see him with enough of these courses to actually make a difference here and stop the bleed. Inca is still gonna get a few pillages, and he did force Marvin to spend more gold on his defense, or I should say, sorry, Gogol to spend more gold on his defense. In the Great People screen, we did have Hypatia being picked up by Mapuche. I do see Inca did get another merchant for an extra trade route capacity, and Montezuma got the third one. We do have also Scythia managing to get Timur for those knights. There is no colo on the priester. Yes, I guess we're going to need to see what's going on here. Anyway, that's also a lot of production on Persia. I do want to mention, like, this is very good production on Persia. 180 points of production. It's pretty good. We do need to see also what Japan is going to do after he's going to manage to take out his opponent. It looks like Mahabodhi Temple is getting finished in Fukuoka in 5 turns, and also he's getting intelligence agency. Doesn't seem like Thanglong is going to, survive for long with the samurais coming in from the north and the west side. It's just a matter of time until also the trebuchet is going to get in range. That city is trying to build the ancient walls, and with the man-at-arm inside, even the samurais are having major issues of getting through the defenses. There still are a few Voichens, level 2s, that can do significant damage against the samurais on the counter attack, and they did scare off the Malon Raiders. While I do notice Landdel is starting to reposition them, I would actually not be surprised if Vietnam is going to stay quite a bit longer here alive with the city of Dong Hoi. With the total demise of an entire nation in the game, somebody is going to lose a military alliance. It's going to be easier to push the others, and we're going to need to see who is going to lose that +5. If Aztec doesn't have +3 amenities, I think no colo by me might be a sin. Let's see. He's on +6. He's doing bad. He's doing good. He's doing good. Big point pants on here with happiness coming all around. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait, totally forgot to do something over here on YouTube. Let me see. Start a poll. Can we get to 30 likes? Let's start off chill today. Can we get to 30 likes? Yeah or nay? Let quick poll over here in the chat of YouTube. If you want to give me a like over there, I would gladly appreciate it. Ooh, the likes. Working for the likes. This is how it is these days. Now we do have the level 2 Sakas doing quite a bit of damage against Rome, and yes, these legions do seem outmatched. We do need to see when Pebbleton is gonna get all of these knights on the front line, since he did not manage to keep that city of Rome to the east that he did take away from him. He's gonna need to bring these from his own cities. He did already upgrade 4 of them. Might actually just you know, stop by to get ice cream in the city of Venice and then keep on going. This is a major, by the way, this is a major port in the Roman territory and in the whole CMP. If they do manage to take this one down, this is gonna have a ripple effect everywhere. That's gonna be a lot of gold shaved off from Montezuma's gold and GPT. Like, look at all of these traders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traders that are going through the water towards the north. That's a lot of gold. Okay, Venice has been defeated. The knights are moving in. They don't really have that much to go against. It does seem like Rome is scrambling to get new legions and barely putting the production into these crossbows. With Thanglong getting the walls up, it does need to get under siege. I would imagine with Governor Victor in there, he might have actually put quite a few titles. It might have gotten also the Victor promotion to not be under siege. This one, city cannot be put under siege. I guess we'll see next turn when he's gonna start shooting. How many shots does he have? This city is not under siege yet, or it wouldn't be under siege yet unless he gets a unit here. This is the only way out. That tile is not under zone of control. Yes. Is not. Yeah, it looks like Persia did manage to finish the job here on Inca. That encampment is in danger. We do have a few Incan courses towards the south, and I do see him building the Colosseum. He's actually 3 turns away from getting the Colosseum in the city of Cusco. That's gonna keep on keep Inca being relevant in the next part of the game quite a bit. Okay, there we go. Samurai moved across. He did actually put the city under siege, and we do see Mapuche is sending those Malo Raiders to the south while the ancient walls are gonna get built. Doesn't seem like at the moment they can actually take the city, although we gotta see. Next turn the walls are gonna go up. There are units from Vietnam trying to catch these Malo Raiders. Yeah, that city's not going down. Not enough. Thanglong though is going down next turn. Donghui is gonna be getting the walls up, and we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to get another settler. I don't think so. I honestly don't think he's gonna get another settler here. You know, there is a Persian courser on the way, but the courser is kind of the same technology as the Malo Raiders, and so yeah, they're not really gonna do much. Or at least not one is not going to do much, right? He needs quite a few more. And I'm very surprised about the position of the city of Parsa. Would have really thought that he would, is going to go for Mount Everest settle. And that seems like no. Interesting. Well, okay. Why do you think he made this choice? Was it time? Was it position? Like he didn't want to go as far and leave like in between him quite a few tiles open? Because it's still non-fresh water, right? Was it the lack of resources there or tiles to use around? Like he had a 2-2-3-1 base with a +4 campus with a plus I would say with an Akura possibility, and he could have bought a 1-3. Okay, not enough food. He would have had the farms in the south if he wanted to. Oh well, definitely just want to settle new cities supported by a factory. Yeah, true. I mean, not you're not wrong. He's not building yet the industrial zones in Sparta. I do see Pasagard is gonna get an industrial zone here, and this does not hit Parsa. This is 2, 4, 6, 7 tiles. Isn't 6 tiles? The factory isn't it 6 tiles? I think it's 6 tiles. Yeah, it's 6 tiles. So this is like 1 tile away and 1 tile too far. Yeah. Okay, Mahaborita building 3 turns. I do see Dong Ho is gonna stand tall. We do have Mapuche actually with a few movement points, but he's not doing them. And of course, the Persian Corsair is starting to get into the border. Sanglong is gonna be taken by Ybanca, and all of these samurais are gonna keep on moving towards the southeast, where of course Dong Ho is being placed under siege. We do have the level 2 Voichen that will do the damage, and of course with now all of the units of Japan being liberated from attacking Thanglong, they can keep on going, and they will get to Persia also. This is gonna cause quite a bit of a problem. With also the Knights of Scythia getting into the borders of Rome, since we don't actually have any more defenders, and the city in the south has been taken down. First of all, I do see Pirtit is still on 120 gold per turn, 127 right now. These traders did not get the reset. It's the capital that needs to reset them. Well, they're gonna go through all of this territory, so they're gonna get pillaged. I'm pretty sure Scythia will have enough damage to take down the city of Rome, even if it gets walls up with the 2 catapults and a few more of these Saka horse archers available, and of course the strong knights. He should be able to take that city in no time. Actually, can he take it next turn? I don't think he can take it next turn. There's not enough movement on this. But he can hit it with 2, at least 2, right? 1, 2. That's gonna put it like half HP. Saka horse archer is gonna nibble a little bit, and the catapult will manage to get enough movement to move here on the 2-1 across the bridge. So next turn, like in 2 turns, that city should go down. In 2 turns, Rome should go down. Okay, now do we have anything here? Pirtit. Oh my god, he wanted. Look at this position. Okay, can we bet Pirtit actually wanted to get Colosseum here with an and got greedy and got a great engineer? Is this what happened? I really think he got greedy over here, and he really wanted to get Colosseum with Isodor. Because he waited, Colosseum just got built, right? Got taken away from him. Inca was the first one to get it. Yeah, I assume these guys have such optimized place they can't really build luxury districts. Some of them no. Yeah, Inca did it. Shan also, why can't we see army size of each player when the yield info is for every character? I don't know, sir. I think it just got split up because of the score. Like score tab should show you the army tab, and yeah, there we go, the army numbers. Yeah, just take a look at the yep. With much pleasure, sir. I click on buttons, and sometimes I actually forget to click second time, so they get reset to like randomized. Okay, so Pebbleton starting his movement. We do have the city of Rome getting under attack with horses from the south also getting in. The Saka horse archers moving in. We do see it's already half HP and it's being placed under siege. Doesn't seem like there's any hope for Rome or for Vietnam. We do have the samurai starting to get close up and personal with these man-at-arms next to Don Hoi, and well, it's gonna take a few more turns for the trebuchet to make its way past, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get that battering ram pushed until he's gonna hit the city of Don Hoi. Yeah, but if your teammate dies, you do you want to 2 versus 4 all the game? That's a good question. I would say probably not. Yeah, a few more trebuchets from Mapuche. Jesse going in Gulumapu. I do want to mention that Lotaro is starting to get a few more yields, and he's in a pen brush and voice. He's that science is his. He does have hypatia. He did build quite a few campuses and so on. While on Pirtit, we do have him on 154. There's quite a bit of a way for Japan to actually get to that point. On 53 science with 58 culture in drums of war, he really wanted to finish the job on Vietnam and then switch his priority towards his western neighbor. He did also manage to finish Mahabodhi Temple, taking away some of the Diplo points. Well, I gotta point out, if they do manage to take out 2 players, and it's very likely we're gonna have 2 players totally erased from the game, Diplo victory is much more likely to happen on less Senat, just in time. It's gonna take time, but it's just happening. It's a countdown right now. It's a countdown towards those Diplo victory points, because you can't really make up for the loss of a player for the World Congress session. So you're gonna have probably all of the options there. You're gonna win all of the options. I assume because he's the Simon, and also he will target Leonardo, James Watt, etc. for optimization. Yes, if they try to defend Vietnam, they just derail themselves. True, and they're not trying. They're not trying to do that at all. With the Roman capital taken, and of course Ji.bou having all of these knights, Scythian knights at his doorstep, that seems like his empire is struggling for a little bit of air here. He's 16 science with 17 culture, definitely not keeping up with the necessary needs for the defense. There are a few more heavy chariots that can be upgraded in Pebbleton's territory, which might actually just appear in the city of Senat in Rome. Now we do have, we should have actually the traders reset, right? Oh, so Chicalco is going for Cumes. Oh my god, now he's actually gonna need to take these other cities also down. Okay. We do have another settler from Vietnam. There was a road, a trader that started moving towards the south to create that pathway, and it looks like Ouiski might actually get that city away to safety in the back line of Persia. Now we do have Japan already putting a spy in the city of Gordian, and I think we know what's the target here. I think we know where Ybanca is going. He's getting his military tactics in 2 turns. I would assume he might actually want to go towards muskets or even higher. Now we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get the science. Doesn't look like it. He did go for a commercial for a little bit of more gold. I don't see campuses anywhere. Like, this is a campus and that's it, right? Oh, at least Vietnam built a campus for him, and he's going to get a library. Okay. This is a +6. In Fukuoka, he still didn't get the 7th population, and he did choose to go for holy sites into encampments here. Okay, let's see. Is there any movement? Samurai needs to move across. Okay, well, that's a way to move across. Yeah, of course, there's not enough damage. Okay, let's see the initial moves here. Oh wow, okay, that's surprising. Surprising that he did not shoot with the Saka horse archer, and he swapped it around. I'm pretty sure he could have just taken out the legion and kept on moving. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The knights are on the front line. We do have the legions dying in 2 shots, and it does seem like these legions don't really have a choice of defending the city of Cume. With the walls going up, is the job of the trebuchets or the catapults to actually get into the front line. And Pebbleton, well, he's taking it slowly with Ji.bou. I do notice Ji.bou is trying to also get a settler from Ravenna, while his teammate in Donghoi, Ouiski, is having major problems here of actually defending the city of Donghoi. We do have the samurais getting in close up and personal. The battery ram is 2 turns off from actually being relevant there, and we do have a trebuchet that could start shooting next turn going through the forest. He does need to move across with the samurai and then move the trebuchet in so he can start doing the damage. It's still gonna take a few turns, quite a few turns, to actually take down Donghoi, and that's exactly what Ouiski needs to get this settler to safety. I gotta say, I don't think it's safe here, and the only safe possibility for the settler to stay alive is to the south of Persia. Like, he can only stay here, and to get here he's gonna take probably 8 turns. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turns to settle here. Alternatively, he could go for another settle on Mount Everest, stay over there for a while, get another city, get another settle going, and then keep on the offense. Is that gonna be the strategy? We gotta see. So more like a plus and minus. Wait, production more relevant than Empire stat, it seems. Yes, I mean, it's always been like that at the beginning of the game. Food and production, yeah, it's always important at the beginning, especially with the district discount mechanic. Where is the Persian support? That one courser to save the day. Gogol does have a few problems with coursers from Marvin from the north, and he's still finding that encampment in the city of Susa. I do have to say, if Gogol goes through this encampment, he can actually start attacking into the city of Susa afterwards. Okay, Trebuchet moves in, starts to do the damage against the walls. 3 turns to actually get that wall down, and of course we do have the battery ram also next turn moving in next to the samurai, so the samurai can push it through in the defenses of Donghoi. The settler. Oh, hello. Look at this courser of Inca. He actually got all the way from the north through the territory of Persia, through all of its defenses, on the settler of Vietnam. Wow. How did this guy get here? Civ6, are we doing this? We're putting a red card. Red card. Oh man, you couldn't make this stuff up. Not on planes. Good evening, sir. He has to move out the man-at-arm. Yeah, he needs, but he can't. He needs, but he cannot. Right? The second he moves this out, these Japanese units are just gonna start bonking. How exactly? Okay, we gotta Civ6. We gotta Civ6. Yeah, that's I gotta say that's a poke move from Marvin. Marvin, amazing. Not only good sim, he's on 171 science. Also, I do have to say Pirtit is on 234 already, while Gogol is only 115 next to Marvin. Looks like Montezuma here is gonna want to play this game out. Also, he's gonna be 1 versus 4, and well, his opponents are definitely gonna have the upper hand. We're gonna need to see if Rome is gonna be taken out quickly. Yeah, looks like Rome is actually on his last breaths here. We do have Kume being placed under siege. We do have quite a few of these units around it, doing the damage, pillaging all of the tiles, extracting the wealth of that nation, and well, I guess redistributing it. We do have okay, there we go. Like the second the maritime moved out and he needed to do this, the city of Donghoi got hit. Inca's courser can just sit here. He doesn't need to take that settle. He just needs to sit here to deny the settle of his opponent, not do anything else. Let's see. Oh no, oh no, that's not the correct way, and the city of Donghoi gets taken down. Ouiski did not manage to get his safety settler going. I do have to point out there was a possibility for him to take down that unit if he would have allowed Persia to do the initial attacks, and he would have attacked with the maritime where there was enough damage to take down take down his opponent unit. And that's a GG right there. We do have Le Senat managing to win against 2 teams worth of players here. Les Esperluettes poliorcètes, and on the other side, and we did have also them coupling their power together with Cercle de Disparus. That's it, Cercle de Disparus. GG Ouiski. Really surprised the great general didn't get moved. That would have probably made the difference. It might have been the +5. Yes, I'm pretty sure actually over there it would have made a difference against the courser. You are correct, sir. Sean, thank you so much for the prime. Much appreciated, sir. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Cvfr.com. I need to plug myself in. You gotta give me a few seconds so I can actually, connect myself like in the Matrix. I'm gonna plug one of these wires into my ear so I can actually hear the beats and shouting on the other end. You guys try this? New technology, man. Beats and shouting.
Thou shall be knighted primer. Chan 305. sportif cette game, hein. Fouf.
La Pangée
Ah,
classique.
Marvin, t'as des first moves sur mes Shift Hunter, c'est fou.
Ouais. Mais pourquoi tout le monde me
Man,
dit ça?
how
Ça
did
existe
the
pas.
cursor get in there? How did the cursor get in there?
Ouais, je te jure que ça existe. Hein. J'ai joué avec les last moves pendant très longtemps, je te jure que ça existe.
Ouais, bon.
Aïe aïe aïe.
T'étais loin d'escape avec Shingochi ou pas? T'étais mort avant.
10 tours, je pense.
Ouais, t'es mort avant.
Je pense. Oh là là, tes sakas m'ont rendu fou, j'avais envie de criser. En plus, j'ai fait des misclics qui m'ont rendu. Voilà, c'était
J'en ai fait aussi.
bien joué, mais bien joué.
GG guys.
GG.
GG.
Ah, ces plaines inondables qui m'ont cassé les couilles là.
Bah, c'est bien, ça
Si
t'a aidé
j'allais-
le son.
Ah non, trop pas, mec. Que tes
Bah,
sakas
moi-
ils se mettaient derrière les plaines inondables.
Ah oui, non, oui, mais ça
Du
c'est sûr.
coup,
Mais...
Du coup,
Je
je
peux
pouvais
pas
pas les
prendre-
toucher
Je peux
et ils
pas mettre les
pexaient de
bonheurs.
ouf.
Ouais. Je peux pas
Ouais,
mettre
mais
les
ils
bonheurs.
pexaient de ouf. Ce qui fait qu'après t'as des sakas niveau 4 ou je sais plus là, mais. C'est insane.
Mhm.
C'est un peu fou.
Moi, c'est
Quoi.
toi qui settle forward quoi.
Je settle pas forward, mec. Je settle à 3 cases de ma cap, mec. Je
Bah,
peux pas
ouais.
être prêt. Tu veux que je settle où, mec?
Ouais, non, mais.
Je settle forward, vas-y. C'est ma,
Ouais,
c'est ma
c'est
cap
genre-
à la deuxième.
Mhm.
C'était
J'ai-
osé de Paris Map avec le Vietnam au milieu, mais on était confiant.
Et- En fait, j'ai bougé mon scout en early, mon guerrier RE, et je vois direct une ria, il y a marqué Arnaud. Je faisais bon, il y a le Romain sur ma rivière, il est pas à droite, il est à gauche. C'est parti.
J'ai vu, t'es parti poney first comme un sauvage.
Ben ouais, bah en fait, je vois ta rivière et je sais que t'es à ma gauche. Je me dis, bon, je suis sur le bord de la map, il doit pas être trop loin. Puis je vois la côte en. Ça, je vois mon allié, il est sur la gauche. Je me dis, je suis vachement à gauche de la map, il doit pas y avoir beaucoup de colons à la côte. C'est un Romain, donc il y a 100% spawn sur la côte.
Juste
Je
une
vais aller
question.
chercher.
Vous avez géré comment les militaires du coup?
En croisée. Moi je suis
Perse,
avec le
Perse
Perse.
Rome et-
Ouais, je suis
Ouais.
avec la Rome.
D'abord, mais t'as plus un militaire là avec les Jérôme. Ou ça a fait.
Si, il l'a toujours. C'est le Vietnam qui était avec le
Ah non, mais
stick.
il l'a pas, là,
Non,
je peux
ça
te dire.
a fade là, ça a fade là.
Ok.
Ouais, ça fait arracher encore plus.
Ok, GG.
Well, there we have it. We heard a little bit from the boys, only in French though. I would have loved to actually hear a little bit of English, but it's fine. It is the French community, and I do have to thank them for allowing me to actually stream this game. It was interesting to see the new governors being used, and of course how the power spikes of the units are also being used from the civilizations. We still see Scythia doing that damage from the beginning. We still see Rome actually doing quite well. I would say there could have been a bit of a different approach over there, so he could have actually withstood Scythia. I believe it was possible. Also, we did have Montezuma seeming quite nicely on the west side. Unfortunately, he didn't have the opportunity to actually get to the late game. We've seen also Vietnam trying out this Victor opening here in the city of Thang Long, and unfortunately, well, he did need to succumb to the concentrated power of Japan. I do have to say we're probably gonna have quite a few more training games this week, and we do have also on Friday the one game that I do know about, HOH going against Team 250 in the third game of the best of 3 series. That is the decider between who is gonna get in to the finals against EOC and who's not gonna get in anywhere. That is going to be a decider. One team goes up, one team goes home. We're going to need to check it out on Friday, 1800 GMT. I'm going to also try to take a look at games, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, to see exactly what's getting played in the community. And of course, maybe we actually get to play a game ourselves. I did start to jump in a few lobbies over there, but usually the quicker ones, like the FFAs in Civ6, that do take only 3 hours, basically. Have a great evening, everybody. Thank you so much, by the way, for the follows, for the bits, for the support of the channel. Much appreciated. Also for the gifts. Choo choo. I do want to say thank you also for the ones joining us on YouTube. Much appreciated, sirs. If you can leave a like over there, it would be very appreciated. It does help out YouTube. How to say whoa, take a look at this content. And of course, in the meantime, I do hope you're gonna also join us in the next ones. You can take a look at my Discord to see my schedule. In the description of the video down below, I'm gonna put up the details for the mod, for the for and also for the players with the civilizations and the Discord invite. Thank you so much for everything. Have a great evening, and I do hope next time it's gonna be awesome Civ 6 action. Bye bye bye.